so serious? So raise your glass if you are wrong in all the right ways. All my underdogs, we will never be anything but loud and nitty gritty, dirty little freaks. Won't you come on and raise your glass? Just come on and raise your glass. Slam, slam, oh hot damn, what part of party don't you understand? Wish you just freak out already. Can't stop coming in hot. I should be locked up right on the spot. It's so on right now. So fucking on right now. Party crasher, panty snatcher. Call me up if you a gangster. Don't be fancy, just get dancy. Why so serious? So raise your glass if you are wrong in all the right ways. All my underdogs, we will never be anything but loud and nitty gritty, dirty little freaks. Won't you come on and raise your glass? Just come on and raise your glass. Won't you come on and raise your glass? Just come on and raise your glass. Oh shit, my glass is empty. That sucks. So if you're too school for cool, and you're treated like a fool, you can choose to let it go. We can always party on our own. So raise your glass if you are wrong in all the right ways. All my underdogs, we will never be anything but loud and nitty gritty, dirty little freaks. So raise your glass if you are wrong in all the right ways. All my underdogs, we will never be anything but loud and nitty gritty, dirty little freaks. Won't you come on and raise your glass? Just come on and raise your glass. Won't you come on and raise your glass for me? Just come on and raise your glass for me.
Oh. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, again.
I had us on the stage the whole time.
What the hell's going on?
Hello, everybody. I love that video of Erica, so I played it again, and I'll play it every single time she comes on the show because it makes me dance.
Yeah. Somebody in the chat actually asked a question about that video. Can you pull the chat back up?
Yes, I can.
That's for the first time watching that video.
Oh, I lost it.
There we go.
First time watching to see Erica. Is this the normal intro, or specifically because she's on tonight? Either way. Yeah, Caitlin, I do a video for every guest that comes on. Sometimes I'll just do like a like a group video, just to get everyone's spirits up and all that stuff. But yeah, that's Erica's video.
It's her title track video.
Her title track video. Thanks for asking the question, and thanks for being here.
Yeah, great pitches too. I love that. It's funny because I don't know when she was on last when you actually first made that video.
It was a couple weeks ago.
Is that?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
First time flies, eh?
I know. Yeah. So I have my you got to be ducking me shirt on today because what the hell's going on?
Yeah.
What the hell is going on? It feels like, I haven't been down there, and I want to be, but I did take some time off next week, like just random days, so I will be down there. But that's why we wanted to talk to Erica. A lot's been going on, especially with her personally and her relationships with the stadies down there. So yeah, that's what we wanted to talk about, that, and just to touch base with Erica. She's always there, and she's got all the deets
She does.
She's got all the info.
She's a pivotal member of the stream team, which is great. I love the whole team that's been assembled to stay down there, boots on the ground. Dina went live today.
A number of times.
A number of times, and she went down to Aiden's courthouse. Aiden's court date in Worcester today. So we'll touch on that as we get going further here. But yeah, it's been a crazy day. Shit's been going on. Oh, it is actually. But before we get going, let's address that.
Yes, let's address what's going on in the comments.
Please.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear. Happy birthday to you.
It's so funny because Lauren's face is just like
The both of them are
I
all like,
know.
what the hell is going on? It's great.
they did not know a picture
But,
was being
yeah.
taken.
So
But happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Lauren's birthday was yesterday. We celebrated dive bar Monday in Norwood. We had to change the venue a bit, and it worked out really, really well. But sorry to Lou and Deb for I believe they had a loss in the family or something of the sort. So, but we punted and we ended up in Canton hanging out and having a little fire and some pizzas and whatnot anyway. So it worked out okay. And so we celebrated Lauren's birthday. I actually gave her a birthday card. I put that freaking birthday cake with meat on it.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, Lauren. He sends that shit to my mother and stuff. It's like, what are you doing?
My mom likes it though. She
My mom does.
appreciates
Yeah,
it,
she
you
does
know?
appreciate
She
your
does.
humor. It's
Yeah.
funny.
Oh.
But yeah,
Lauren likes it.
I'm sure she did.
I was gonna give one to Dennis too, but
You should. I'm sure he'd like it.
so, anyway, so happy
Anyway.
birthday yesterday to
Yep.
Lauren. Happy birthday to Dennis today. I believe Boston Brandy's daughter is also had a birthday today.
Little
So happy
cutie
birthday
pie.
to you as well. And I thought somebody else had a birthday too, but I don't
A bunch of
remember.
birthdays yesterday.
Yeah.
And the day before.
My apologies. I meant to look them up and kind of make note, but happy birthday. You know?
Yeah.
Shit.
Shit.
So I can't see. Carry on.
I'm just reading the comments and just seeing who's here, and everyone's here. I love it. I love our chats.
Yep.
I love our dual stream and all of us just coming together and like just getting along and loving like the chats too. It's great. I just love you guys. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's great. You see the crossover. A lot of the people, you know, with the alternate corner and the resistance to silence are bouncing back and forth from channel to channel. And, you know, we see people in here all the time. We see a lot of El Chatty, Dylan's chat group. And actually, some of them have become mods for us as well too. So Robert G and Sherry D.
I want to say hi to Keith because Keith's hilarious.
Oh, Keith's always in there too. Hi,
in
Keith.
the chat. So funny.
So yeah, it's really great. It's a good, you know, and that's why we want to do like what we did with the joint streaming. We wanted that sense of community to bring everybody together for, you know, we're all here for the same reason. So you know, to have everybody be able to witness the same thing at the same time and have the unfortunately when the chats are on, if you're in one chat or the other,
Yeah,
you
I can't see.
Yeah, something weird. There's some kind of weird crossover thing, but
I'm always in Dylan's
Yeah.
just because just support him.
she cheats on the channel.
And I love Dylan.
She's kicking me out. She's gonna
Dylan's staying.
Dylan's getting
He's being
married.
replaced. Dana's out. Dylan's in.
Yeah. No, that was my fault. I saw that coming.
No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Yeah, so it's been good though. It's really and you know, again, Dina went out there today and you know, she was actually Dina wasn't too early to. I think it was pretty much on time. Yeah.
Yeah, she was a little before
Yeah,
was
7:30,
7:30, but
yeah.
it was perfect timing. Her and Scott were out there.
Yep.
And then when she went to Worcester, she actually was talking to Aiden and got some scoop.
Yeah.
So that was good. Yeah. So what happened with him? Those you know what? We'll have Erica talk about it because she knows more about the details of what happened today.
Yeah. Yeah.
and all the slime that's going on there.
That's so ridiculous.
It is just dumb.
Speaking of El Chatty, actually backing up a second. So, obviously we know that Dylan's here. He got here on the 23rd of April and he's here till the 28th of this month. So it's going by quick. But the next week coming up, I know there are a handful of people from El Chatty that are actually coming out to attend and meet Dylan. And I think it's great. I can't wait to meet
Yeah,
them.
I took those days off too
Yeah.
because those guys are coming out.
Yep.
So I'll definitely be there.
Yeah, so I can't
Meet
wait.
them.
I can't
That's
wait
gonna
to
be
meet
awesome.
everybody.
It's gonna be a crazy week.
It is. It really is.
Yeah.
So yeah, Rhode Island lady, well, again, we met Rhode Island lady and Robin G. It was kind of one of those,
That was awesome.
met them in person for the first time. I was like, oh my god, like what? Wait a minute, I know who you are.
Yeah, I know.
Associating names and faces is always cool.
It is wicked cool.
Um,
Yeah, so Erica just said duck boats. We're doing duck boats on the 21st, 1 p.m. leaving from the Museum of Science. So I took that day off.
I took it off today too.
I've never been on the duck boats. I'm so excited. I'm so excited that Dylan's gonna experience Boston like that too.
Yeah,
It's really
absolutely.
cool. Caitlin, can anyone go on the duck boats? I mean, it's not like a group thing. I think we're just going, right? Buying our own tickets and that
find
whole
out-
thing.
We'll find out when we get.
When we
back.
get- we
They-
talked
they
to
organize
Erica.
it,
Yeah, Erica's like all over the place.
Erica, slow down a little bit, will you?
All right, what else you got?
Let's see. Pull up the picture. So I did want to give a couple shout outs to some people. Obviously, we did the birthday thing, but it's up in the layout thing, I believe.
Oh, oops.
Okay.
What am I doing? This?
Yeah, try to push that, see what happens. So that's Nanette. Everybody send your prayers out to Nanette and the family. Everybody knows somebody that's, unfortunately, had or has cancer. And it's
Battling,
it's a tough thing for everyone. So, love and prayers with you, Nanette, and the family.
Love you guys.
Keep strong, keep fighting the fight. Let's see. Oh, we're gonna talk about next Monday.
Yes. Okay. So next Monday, let me just throw this banner up real quick. I don't know if I can find it. There it is. So next Monday, it's the 19th. David Finity's trial starts, and it's at the Moakley Building. I'm assuming it's.
I believe it's a 10, 9 or 10.
Oh, is it 10?
I think so.
I'm gonna be there early because that's a part of Boston I just don't know. I only know like where the sporting or like around the fleet, the fleet center, around the garden, the fleet center.
The fleet match. What's wrong with you?
I don't know. I had a rough day.
Who are you?
I know. I thought I knew you so
The
well.
garden. What's the place down in Mansfield called?
I called it the Tweeter Center the other day.
no,
I was like,
something's
"What's wrong with
It's
me?
great,
My
it's great.
brain is stuck in." I know that's the tweet. What is it called now?
The Xfinity, I think.
Xfinity. Yeah, that's it.
Great words.
Great words. Anyway, so his trial is starting, and we need to get people out there. Make signs. David Finity is innocent. Anything about corruption, anything about the federal government who's charging him with these ridiculous charges.
Yeah. It's crazy because the state dropped the charges against him and the feds just opened the charges back up. So it doesn't make any damn sense.
There's no new evidence.
Yeah.
It's just the same evidence. It's just them screwing up and not wanting to admit it. And then we have this poor family, and Dave's facing 20 years in prison for falsifying a report, which he did not do.
Right.
So I will be putting it out like every day to remind everybody that that's happening. So, I mean, it would be awesome if, I mean, even if we could just get a handful of people out there, just to support Dave and his family. And just let the people know that it's wrong what they're doing, and we're gonna fight it.
Yep.
And actually, let's say hello to them.
Yes.
Yeah, because we heard they might be they're
Oh, yes.
they're
Hello.
watching.
Yes. Hello.
So,
Welcome to
yeah.
our show.
There's a gag order floating about, so we'll see.
Yep.
Whatever. So if you could come out on Monday, the 19th at the Moakley building, I will be there, and I will be using my voice and to just let people know that this is wrong, and hopefully they can bring some attention to Dave's trial
Yep.
and his issues and what his family is going through. So
It's just all of it, everything that goes on in the state's a freaking travesty. You know, it's just how is all this injustice occur, and how are not more people standing up and being loud about it? You know, it's
well, you know, they don't know. You know, you got to find out. You know, like when Jen reached out to me, I knew the backstory because Erin, her sister Erin, who I grew up with, I knew what was going on. But when Jen reached out to me and said that like nobody would help her, you know, no YouTube people would help her, or so it was like, I'll help you. You know, but you don't know what you don't know,
Yeah.
and it's not like, you know, they're shouting from the mountaintops that they're corrupt. So it's just one of those things, just like with Karen. If Aiden didn't, you know, find those things and all that evidence, and where would Karen be right now? So
Yeah.
it's all about finding out, paying attention.
Yep. Knowledge is power.
Yep.
Like Schoolhouse Rock.
Yeah, it is.
I'm saying
We were
that
talking
shit.
about that the other day,
Yeah, I
Schoolhouse
like that
Rock.
shit.
But yeah, we need more vessels like this to care a little bit more,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, absolutely.
because I mean, it's a whole new world now. We can say, well,
Well, we can say things, yeah, until it depends on where we stand
until we can't.
nowadays, right?
Yeah, right. So anyway,
Yeah.
yeah.
So there is more about this. We've actually had Jen on a couple times in the recent past. I know you did a kind of a breakdown video of the last live on Easter.
Yeah.
So if anybody wants to do a little catch up and see what's going on, kind of learn more on the case, we had Jen on to talk about it. We went through some documents with her, you know, basically outlining the whole story. But it's really crazy, and it's just another case of corruption in the state, and it's unfortunate. You know, he's an MBTA cop, and you know, for a long time, and he's being treated like shit because he's not playing by their rules, and it's just sickening.
He's not pleading out.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly. He did nothing wrong.
He's
so,
fighting.
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
I know.
what are you doing?
Boy. Look at him. Look at his head sticking out. He's like that little
Yeah. Gilroy.
the Kilroy. Look at him. Oh, love
Look at him. He's like, you know, you're on YouTube.
Yeah.
But anyway, Dave's Jen's Venmo is on the banner below us, and you know, they have a lot of court fees. So if you can, I know we're not a wealthy group, but if you can support them, that would be great.
Yeah.
So, thank
Yeah,
you.
they got a long road ahead of them. Couple other quick shout outs. Mexi Texi for holding down the fort. She's been like the powerhouse behind the joint live streams that we've been doing. She's situated out in Arizona, so she's not only behind us on the time wise. She just is out there doing everything, keeping everybody grounded, and you know, making sure that we have music or some kind of something going on while the stream's going on. So,
Yeah, so we don't go dark.
yeah, pulling up court and like, you know, getting everybody in live when people jump on, and so she's been doing a great job. So yeah, Lady Di, I'm telling you, she really is. She's doing a great job. So I don't know if she's ever done anything like this before. I don't think Dylan and I have actually talked about it. I don't think she had, but she's doing amazing. So thank you very much. All the mods, we already said thank you very much to you as well.
Yeah, that's a rough job.
Yep. Yeah, especially on Sundays when you're at Legacy Place and that was a huge view wise.
Yeah, that when you go live, like
off the cuff.
off the cuff, you get a lot of viewers, so it was crazy.
Yeah, so the trolls are on full force, and they try to take over the chat. So, here it is Sunday morning, and the mods are in there kicking ass. Robin G and Cherry D, like, oh, we take no shit. LB. Yeah, I'm gonna forget people, so I won't go into names anymore because I'll forget everybody's name. So what do you think? We can talk about the rest of this shit with
Yeah, I think we're gonna need Erica's help to talk about all this shit. So
yeah, I agree.
So oh look, it's Jelly Beans. Hi Jelly.
Hi Jill.
Beep 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 beep. Jelly. Everybody waits for Jilly in the morning. It's great.
Oh,
She's the bestest.
love it. I saw Jill yesterday.
I know. I was jealous. I missed everybody. I couldn't go. All right. So without further ado, Erica, you ready? All right. She gave me the thumbs up. All right.
I think she gave me the finger.
Oh,
Why'd you give me she gives me the thumbs up, gives me the finger. Look at there.
Are you ready?
You better knock that shit out.
All right, let's bring her on. Hi. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I
What's
am
happening?
good.
Sorry, I was eating pretzels.
I know, I have munchies
Alright,
too. I
something
might get up,
Look at
and get some. Hey now. Nice. Dana, you got hey now on your shirt too.
there we go.
Oh, that's a good. Hey, hold on. Let's see if we have a hey now from.
Oh yeah.
I think we do.
Sweet.
Hey everybody. Hey now.
Hey, everybody. Hey now.
Just wanted to say hello from Florida and say free Karen Reed.
Free Karen Reed.
Hey now.
Hey now.
I
Those
love
kids
it.
are so freaking cute. Oh my
Are
god.
they not like literally the most handsome boys ever?
They are
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
adorable.
I literally thought he was like, even Donna, I was like, you guys are like the youngest grandparents ever. It's insane.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, no, those are my nephews. I was like,
Yeah.
oh my God.
Yeah.
This was like
Yeah.
literally like last year, but I was like, oh shit. All right, cool. That makes sense.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Yeah,
great
yeah.
kids, good.
Yeah, they would be cute.
They're having a blast. I keep seeing the videos. Kurt's sending me stuff on my phone, blowing it up all day. Here's a picture of this. Here's a picture of that. I'm like, it's great.
I
They're having
love
a
it.
blast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, no, he's so, you know what I mean? He's so hands-on. You can tell he loves those
Yeah.
boys. You know what I mean? That's the
He's
best.
like a big man child.
He is a big man. I put in the comments Funkle today.
Yeah.
It's like the cool, fun.
I love it.
Funkle. I know.
Yeah,
Love
it's
it.
awesome. Hey, you go down there. It's all about the kids. Have a good time. Enjoy yourself.
Absolutely.
Channel your inner child.
Yeah, we're going down in like 2 weeks. My brother's getting married.
Nice.
dog-
Oh, that's where you're going.
Yeah, Kyla graduates the 22nd, and he gets married the 25th. So we're gonna obviously bring her. She's bringing her best friend, and then we're just gonna like leave from there and just drive to Orlando and stay there for a couple of days.
Wow.
Yeah, it'll be
Cool.
fun. We've never done it like with her, and we've never done like Universal or anything like that. So
Oh,
it'll be
really?
fun.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Oh, it's
I
always a
have
good
as a
time.
kid, but there's like a new park that we all want to see, so I'm kind
Yeah.
of excited about that. Yeah, yeah, it should be fun.
Cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah.
So how was your guys' day? Good? Everything all right with work and stuff?
Eh.
I know.
You
She
know,
already told me.
yeah, it's just one of those days you just like, you get to the point where you just can't stand it, and then you just like, fuck it.
Yep.
That was
Yep.
me today. I did what I had to do.
Yeah.
I wish I had done it differently because
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
fuck it.
Yeah. That
I'm
was kind
here
of me
and
yesterday.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
whatever. This too shall pass.
Exactly.
But
Yeah.
whatever.
I took the day today. I was like seriously contemplating it, and obviously it kind of, worked out to my benefit. But after yesterday and like when my adrenaline dumps, it dumps like hard, like very
Mhm.
hard. So
Yeah.
like we left, and yeah, after yesterday we left, and it was still fairly early. We went back to Canton so I could like get some stuff, and then get Dylan home, and we grabbed lunch and stuff. And like literally by the time I got to his house, I was like, I like need to close my eyes for a minute. I had to like just take a deep breath and like just stop for a second. And it was probably like the best nap I've ever had. But
Yeah.
Just mentally exhausted. It's like, all
yeah,
right, hey,
yeah,
shut
yeah.
it down. Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. You just get to a point where you get like so drained, you know what I mean? It's like, ugh.
So
Yeah.
before we get into what happened, let's back up and talk about so far in the buffer zone and all that other stuff. I think we should kind of start
Yeah.
the kind of a progression, right? Because it seemed like it started off not
Yeah.
so bad.
No. So again, everybody, whether you had experienced it once, a million times, or saw it online every day because you were watching some YouTuber, everybody knows what the buffer zone looked like last year. People were kind of more laid back and it looked a little bit more comfortable. You had more room to spread out. So if you've been down there this year, or if you've heard, which most of you have, it's not like that anymore. So, we've been making do the best way we can, and in like literally the most respectful way possible. Um, and so it becomes really frustrating when like they try to gaslight you into thinking you're doing something wrong when like you're not. So to be told that like I'm violating like laws or whatever the hell they think they try to tell me I'm violating when I know I'm not, like that's so frustrating to me. So, and then again, the buffer zone in general, like none of us got arrested. None of us did anything illegal. Like nothing bad happened last year. So why would you do this to us this year is what I
Well,
mean too.
everybody had a good rapport with the police that were down
I,
there last year, right?
yep.
Seems so.
Even if they were assholes on time, like on occasion, we can be assholes too on occasion. So like I
Sure.
was always very, very like, like you just said, like a good rapport. Like we were always respectful. Every time somebody new came down, we always made sure to like, again, I was explaining it literally to people literally yesterday afternoon. They were like, thank you so much. Like this is so great. And I said, like there's no guidebook to this. There was no rule book ever handed to us. So we make do with what we have, and we've just been doing it like the best way possible, or the best way we know how, right? And that's, you kind of have to fuck up a little bit to figure that out, but and at the end of the day, and I said it to them yesterday, I said, but everybody's an adult down here too, and I'm not your mother, and I'm not going to tell you what to do and what you can't do. You can do whatever you want, but I'm just going to tell you, like, this is what has happened in the past, because a lot of people do come down there, and I think they think that I don't know. I think it's like a sense of entitlement, maybe. Like they think that I don't know. I don't know. It's on them. Whatever they think about themselves, they can think about themselves. Good for them.
Yep.
And then they learn real fast, like what it really is like down there, and
Well,
you kind of
we've
watch
said it
them.
before. We've said it before, Erica. It's like when you go down there, if you're not familiar with it, or if you're new and you have or you go down there with that one friend of yours that you know
Hmm.
is going to be mouthy,
Hmm.
it's on you to kind of police yourselves.
100%.
Because
Yep.
like if someone like yourself, either one of us turns to somebody we don't know and says like, hey, tone it down, reel it in, whatever.
Yeah.
Who the hell are you to tell me what to do? That type of shit. So it can go that
Absolutely.
way too.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's kind of how it does go sometimes. Not trying to be
Yeah.
fresh, but like
Yeah.
everybody for the most part's been okay. Like we've had a few issues with a few people, but again, like out of towners that, again, here's the other thing too, is like they're also here for 2 days and they do whatever the fuck they want and then they leave. So it's like
Yeah.
one of those things too where like that's so disrespectful because you leave it on us. You now like Monday morning, it's like, who were those two assholes here Friday with you, Erica? That has happened more than I can count.
Right.
Like so many times, the cops coming up looking for a person from the day before and asking us like early on when those two people came to the buffer zone, like they're just trying to cause trouble.
Yeah.
I literally went right to the cop, and you could probably see his body camera, and I literally said to him, this is really hard for me to do right now, but I need you to know that they're not with us. I need
Right.
you to know that I'm coming to you, like not wanting to talk to you right now and telling you that like these people aren't with us and like they're embarrassing me,
Mhm.
and just because they were being so like irate, you know what I mean? I obviously just wanted them to know that they had nothing to do with us. But again, the denim police, they're great. They're great to talk to. They're
Yeah.
laid back. They don't act like, soldiers.
Right.
It's really kind of crazy to me, like the day and night comparison. And I
Yep.
hate even talking about it because I don't want them to get in trouble because they've done nothing wrong. They've
Right.
actually been like on like, like the normal side of like treating us with like somewhat respect and,
As they
like
should, as
decency.
everybody should, right?
Right. So that's what I mean. Like, but I
Yep.
feel like if we talk about that, and God forbid we compare the stadies to anybody, it's gonna always back. You know what I'm saying? Like they
Right,
say
yep.
these are the toughest gang in the fucking in the state because they have the government backing them. They have the bigwigs backing them, you know? So it's like, what do, you know? So yeah, like everything for the most part has been great. I mean, there have been a couple of complaints, you know, by people that I saw on Facebook. And again, even in the comments on that, I said, you know, I had commented my opinion, you know, just like my perspective, maybe not even like necessarily my opinion, like my perspective, because I've seen it, I've witnessed it, I've been down there.
Yep.
And I got kind of like a comment back, and I was just like, you know what? Maybe we take a second, reflect, and listen to the advice of the people that have been down there for 2 years. You know,
Mhm.
maybe we like, you know what I'm saying? And it sucks that you kind of have to like reprogram with people like that, but it's like it is what it is. And again, I only say things because I know it's gonna come back on us. It always has.
Right.
And it always will.
Right.
And you reflect me, I reflect you down there. It's as simple as that.
Hmm.
If I'm acting a fool, they're gonna think we're all fucking fools. That's it's literally
Right.
that black and white. That's
Exactly. It
and I'm
really
not
is.
even saying that they have a right to treat us any differently. You know what I mean? Because I get it. Like you have one person in an unruly group, you're gonna start to treat the rest of the group like that. Which is why what happened to me pisses me off so fucking bad. Because
Yep.
it's never, ever, ever gotten to that, you know what I mean, issue. Never once has it gotten that far. Anthony, what happened on the TV?
Do you want to show that now? Do you want to show the video we
So
have?
let me just preface this though,
Yeah, set it
because
up.
sorry, yeah. So
Yeah.
on May 2nd, I was, so now if you've been there, if you are on the Superior side of the street and you're looking at the Deeds building, the next building to your right across the walkway is Dedham District Courthouse.
Mm-hmm.
Dedham District Courthouse then has a driveway, and then there's a dance studio.
Mm-hmm.
The buffer zone is now located out front of that dance studio, past the driveway.
Yep.
A lot of the time, like, and we've been able to kind of get away with it because it kind of keeps us out of like the way too. They've allowed us to kind of, and first of all, they can't really fucking do anything. There's
Yeah.
that. We sit
Yep.
on the side of the district courthouse, like in the driveway. We stay out of the driveway, you know, but we sit on the wall. And for the most part, it's just a Dedham office of there, so they really don't bust our chops. They're actually kind of
Right.
decent about it. You know what I mean? They don't really bother us. So I was sitting there. I had all my stuff there. I was actually getting ready to like go home for the day. I was like, you know what? I want to let me run to the bathroom real quick. So I think I left all my stuff with. Was Dylan there that day too? It's like become such like a like my
Yeah.
mind
Yeah, they
is
all
literally.
overlap.
It's so horrifying.
So I literally I got up. Yeah, Dylan was there because yeah, he was there. I think yeah, because he was. So I got up. I went. I said I'll be right back. My bag was on the wall and everything. I walked to the bathroom. Literally had my hood on because it was a little chilly out, and I had my hands in my pockets. I don't even think I had my phone on me. Nothing. Head down. Walked to the bathroom. Didn't say a word. As I'm coming out of the bathroom and walking back, 3 bike cops surround me. They got off their bikes and they surrounded me. Hi, what are you doing? Hold on one second. Are you going out?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I know, but if you're going out, I want to say bye.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Is that Kyla?
Yeah.
Hi, Kyla.
Hi.
Hi, honey. Be safe.
Yeah.
Make good,
Where you
make good
going out with?
choices.
Make good choices.
Yeah, they saw it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I showed them. Do you want me to just put it in your bank account?
No, I just need. I'm gonna buy a
I
dress.
I give you my bank account.
Yeah, you put it in my bank account.
She wants, for what, tomorrow? What color?
I don't know. I'll find one that I can wear to the Bachelor Awards.
It's baccalaureate.
Baccalaureate.
The Bachelor.
Honey, baby.
Right. Sorry about that. She's
No,
going out
that's
for the night.
awesome.
They have like senior sunrise in the morning, so they're all gonna go watch
Oh,
the
so
sunrise together. Yeah, they
cool.
did it at the beginning of the
Aw.
school year. It was really nice.
That's
Sorry about that. So,
awesome.
anyways, yeah. So it was May 2nd, and it was important that I got out of there because A, I had to get Dylan home, and B, it was Kyla's prom night.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to get home early and just be home if she needed anything, you know, stuff like that. So I was walking back from the bathroom to, again, so I come out of the Deeds building and I walk on that side of this thing. You know, I didn't even get to cross over the first driveway and they surround me. And I was like, and I hear Erica, and I looked at him and I go, how the fuck do you know my name? And he's like, yeah, all right. And I was like, no, no, seriously, like, how do you know my name?
Right.
And I look and I'm like, like I kind of like took a second. I was like, there's no fucking way they're surrounding me right now. Like, this is crazy, right? Like, because I literally, like, my hands started shaking because they got way too fucking close for comfort. And that's what really pisses me off about a lot of this is they get in your fucking face, like, I think hoping you'll fucking swing. They get in
Right.
your personal space hoping you'll swing. And like I literally like I had to like I had my hand like behind my back. I was like, what the fuck is going on right now? So I like looked and I go, what do you I said to him, I go, what are you doing right now? And I went to take a step and he goes, you're not going anywhere. I go, no, seriously, what the fuck are you doing right now? And he's like, didn't we talk? You're catching a charge. The words that came out of his mouth, you are getting charged. We told you about this before and you had a warning or something. And I go, what the fuck are you talking about? I was like, I was never warned about this hoodie. I said, actually, I said, I've worn it since day one of the trial because it's blank on the front and has 4 words on the back. It has nothing to do with Karen Reed, nothing to do with Turtle Boy. And
Yep.
I got the, oh yeah, whatever. And I said, you know what? I said, I'm not fucking doing this with you guys right now. This is fucking absolutely insane. I said, I'm leaving for the day. And they were like, you're leaving? I go, yeah. He goes, good, go grab your fucking shit. Like, go grab your shit and get out of here or something like that. And I was like, all right. And as I walked away, I was like, you're so lucky. It's my daughter's prom night. And as I crossed the street, I said, I think I had said, like, I said, I'm sorry that 4 words on the back of my hoodie offend you so badly. And that was it. I grabbed my shit and we walked. Honestly, I had to walk back through the buffer zone to get to my car, so I walked back to the buffer zone. Oh no, I lied. No, that's not what happened. I got to the wall and I was like kind of I swear to God I blacked out. Like I was so fucking mad and I looked at Dylan. I was like, we need to leave. Like I need to get the fuck out of here. And he's like, yes, let's go, let's go. So he said, you're not walking. Like the kid was like, you're not going back through the buffer zone with that on. And I literally was gonna be like, watch me. But again, like it's her prom. Like I have to be mindful. Like they
Yep.
got close. They were ready. So I took my sweatshirt off and I'm like, fuck. I have my journalism is not a crime shirt on with the thing on the front of it. And mind you, it's printed by the same fucking company. It's the same
Yeah.
Yeah.
company's design.
Right.
So I was like, you
Uh,
gotta be shitting me. So I go, you know what? Fuck this. And I took my shirt off because last summer I actually was walking through the buffer zone to go to the bathroom. Same kind of concept. Cop stood in front of me and he's like, you're not getting through with this shirt. So I literally took my shirt, flipped it inside out and put it back on right in front of him. And I walked through the buffer zone. So this time I'm like, you know what? Fuck that. I took it off. I shoved it in my bag. I think I know. I took it off. I grabbed my hoodie, put my backpack on, and put like the shirt and the hoodie like over my arm and just held them, like held them. And as I was walking, there was a woman that's always there with us. I'm not gonna, blow up her spot, but she actually took a video of me walking out of the buffer zone. And she was like, "Are you gonna walk by them?" And I was like, "Yeah, fuck yeah, I am. Like, see you later. Like, I'm not just taking my shirt off for you creeps."
Yeah.
So I walked back through the buffer zone, and I don't think they really said anything. They definitely were like, "What the fuck?" You know what I mean? But I had asked, when I pulled my sweatshirt off, I had looked at the denim cop, and I don't want to. This is the other thing too. Like, he's a young kid, and he's really sweet, and he's really nice, and he's just trying to be like, he's just trying to do his fucking job. I don't want to get him in trouble either. But I was like, is this okay? Like, are they gonna fucking do that again? And he's like, honestly, Erica, I don't know. I'm sorry. Like, he felt bad. You know what I mean?
Right.
He felt bad you could tell he genuinely felt bad how they were treating me. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. So I took it off. And then I walked back to my car. I put my shirt on. I said sorry to Dylan that he had to experience all that. He was totally fine with it. Whatever. So, and then I'm pretty sure that was the day. Was that the day we filmed? We might have went to Walmart. Was it? No, I don't know. I forget. But anyways, yeah, I did come home from prom, but I know I dropped Dylan off first, so I must have dropped him off and then came right home. So, anyways, that all happened. Now, every day since I've been waiting for something in my fucking mail, right?
Right. Right.
That was Friday. Monday morning, someone comes up to me that's there every day in OG and says, hey, you're getting charged. I talked to Hardman this morning. He said it. And I was like, oh. word, all right, like whatever, right? Like I was like, I'm sure the fuck I am, right? The next day, now that was Monday. So I heard that Monday morning. Monday, I had seen Hardman a few times. I finally went up to him and I said, hey, listen, I need the 3 names of those officers that were here Friday. I said, I find it very funny that the sweatshirt I've been wearing since day 1 that you've seen me wearing, I said, the day that you're not here, they wait to surround me. And like,
Right.
I said, I don't care if it wasn't 30 seconds, it was a couple of minutes, but I don't care if it was 30 seconds or 30 fucking minutes. They had no right to circle around me. They had no right to tell me that I couldn't move. They had no right to tell me I couldn't go anywhere because I did not fucking do anything wrong. I didn't have any, what's it called? Like, don't they have like probable cause or whatever it is? You know what I
Right.
mean? Whatever the fuck it is. I'm not gonna pretend to act like I know, but it just, when you just like you did nothing wrong. So, he said, oh, he like acted like he didn't know what I was talking about, which I know I know he knows what I'm talking about. So he's like, oh yeah, I'll get them for you. And I the bike cops have jackets with badges, but they don't have names. And I find that very fucking convenient too.
Right.
Because they're the biggest dickheads down there. So that happened. I asked him, nothing. The next day, I was honored and asked to be in the courtroom to sit with Karen's family.
Mhm.
So I went down to say hi to everybody in the buffer zone first before I walked into court. I saw Hardman. He looked right at me and looked away. I thought that was funny, just because I had asked them the day before about that. And then I think I'd seen him like during break. He kind of did the same thing. It was odd. And then I think Wednesday I worked, Thursday, Friday, he kind of friggin' avoided me the whole time. It was weird. It was a little weird. And so I kind of like figured like, you know what I mean? Like he's either like part of charging me or I don't know. I just felt weird about it. Like maybe he just didn't want to answer questions, whatever.
Yeah.
So I've called since in the meantime. I called like the state police headquarters. I got a really nice woman down there who told me that I needed to print something out online, and she said the best way to do it, like you can email it, fax it, whatever. She said the best way to do it is certified mail, which like really kind of like pissed me off that like that's the only way that you can guarantee that like your complaints are going to be even acknowledged.
Right.
Not even taken care of, acknowledged, because they just say they never got it. Like that pisses me off. You have to pay for that shit. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yep.
So I was like, wow. And so she was very sweet, very helpful. So moving forward, I had talked to like Aiden, Turtle Boy, a couple, like just let him know what happened. And he was like, you should talk to Randazza. And I was like, yeah, I know, we'll figure it out. So yesterday, we were down in the buffer zone. We had a great day. There was no big, hoopla, whatever.
Yep.
Everything was like as it normally is. And me and Dylan had decided to cut out a little early because we had things to do that evening. We were going to come back, and just maybe, fart around in the afternoon, figure it out from there, right? So we were literally walking home. So again, we were in the buffer zone by the dance studio, by the district, and then we walked through the buffer zone towards the church, and I like that's all I was doing. And so literally we were almost at the end of the deeds building, like to like cross that street.
Mhm.
And I know it's still technically the buffer zone, but they really don't bother us. Like once you cross that street, they really don't. You know what I mean? We were literally almost at the light, and you'll see by the video, if you're looking at the deeds building, there's a bench here and a bench. There's a bench at each end of it. And so we were right there, and I hear Erica, and I turn around, and I remember like looking at Dylan, and I was like, just come on, let's keep walking. And he yells again. And then I turn around and he's like running at me. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? And then Hardman jumps out of his car and starts like running over towards me. And I was like, what do you guys want? And that's where you'll see the video. And they asked me, what was going on. I'm like, what do you mean? I said, it's 4 letters on a sweatshirt. I said, it has nothing to do with Karen Reed. It has nothing to do with, Turtle Boy. It, has everything to do with Norfolk County as a whole. That has nothing, nothing to do with this trial. And so I got, the bullshit out. And then then they tried to I think I said, you know what? Fuck it. I put all my shit down. I said, arrest me. You keep fucking threatening me. Arrest me.
Mhm.
Do it.
Yep.
oh, we're not doing all this. Why? Why won't you do it? Because you saw
Yeah.
a man fucking recording you? Just do it. You keep
Yeah.
fucking threatening me. Just fucking get it over with.
Yep. Enough with your
So,
bullshit and just
yeah.
do what you're gonna do.
Mhm.
Exactly. So they wouldn't do it, obviously. And then
Because
they realized,
there's no
yeah,
reason for it. There was no
yeah,
reason for it.
yeah. So I had like bent over, grabbed my stuff, and Dylan was standing. He's like, "No, we're leaving. We're leaving." He was great. He handled himself so well during the whole thing. Like,
Yeah, I
could
do.
have gotten like, he really did. He kept me a lot calmer than I probably would have been. So I go to grab my stuff and I look up and I said to the kid, I'm like, "I really need you to send this to me, please." And he kind of like not acted weird, but like you think he would have been like, "Yeah, no problem," but I didn't get anything. And then I kind of like put two and together later. So come to find out, he was Court TV and he was Vinnie Politan's fucking camera guy. And he had to ask his boss to ask so and so to make sure they could even send it to me, which I had to like kind of pull a few favors to even get it sent to me. But whatever, because you see it on Court TV, it's edited. It's
Yeah.
like, and plus, and they don't do the best part when I call Hardman a piece of shit and call him out
Yeah.
for the piece of shit that he is.
Yeah.
So that's my favorite part. But yeah, and so I walk away. So then later on in the day I ended up hearing from Mark Randazza. And so
Oh,
today I officially signed my lawsuit against Judge Canoni, the Mass State Police Department, District Attorney Michael Morrissey, and the rest of the fucking knuckleheads that deal with them. So
yeah.
Good for
That's
you.
awesome.
Fuck them.
yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So we'll go from there.
So I want to, before we play the video, I want to show the hoodie itself.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we can see, so everybody
Yeah,
can see,
so
you can play it.
Mary Ann Flaherty took this picture for me after they like accosted me, like after they surrounded me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry, cut out quick, but
All right.
criminals control Norfolk County, right?
Yes.
We'll
So
do it again.
you can they can still hear you while this is playing. I didn't put any sound on it.
No, that's okay.
Criminals control Norfolk County. Period.
Yeah, period. So again, as far as the rules go, as the buffer zone, there's nothing that says, I don't think there's anything wrong with that, right?
And we have that, right? Didn't I just send that to you? It literally says, hold on. I got it, I think. Yep. So the ruling is the court hereby establishes a buffer zone surrounding the courthouse complex, blah, 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 blah. The complex includes blah, blah, blah. No individual will be permitted to wear or exhibit any buttons, photographs, clothing, or insignia related to the case pending against the defendant
That's okay.
or relating to any trial participant in the courthouse during the retrial. And then it says how they can, like,
So
use
like
force.
if I make I'm literally like if I wear shirts that say "fuck this Mass State Police," are they gonna arrest me?
Exactly. It has
They're a
nothing
part
to
of
do
the
with
trial.
Right.
right. And you said that
Yep.
it's not part of the trial.
Now, mind
They
you,
just don't.
right before the second incident yesterday, Bradel had walked out and, he stopped. He had a conversation with us, said he's like, so proud of us and thank you for like standing our ground and being here every day. And he like really took a moment to kind of acknowledge us. And it's
Yeah.
funny because the gentleman he walked out with was very kind, very sweet. He looked super familiar, but I didn't pin it. I thought he was like an associate of Bradel's. I'm like, oh, I must have seen them together before, whatever. Come to find out, he rolls by. He's like, "Do you guys need anything?" And I was like, "Water, anything?" I'm like, "Oh, no, we're good. Thank you so much for offering, though." And he's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Who do you work with, Bradel?" He goes, "No, I'm defendant." And I was like, "Oh, no shit." And he's like, "Yeah, I clean up nice." It was actually kind of funny. And I was like, "Yeah, me too, brother. Like, don't worry, right?" So, and he had like all tattoos on him and shit. It was
Nice.
kind of funny. Yeah. So he goes, "No." He goes, "Actually, I'm being charged with harassment for sharing a story." I don't quote me. I'm almost positive this is what he said because I was fucking blown away. Because it reminded me of the whole like Lizzie Proctor calling my job thing.
Yeah.
I'm being charged with I'm being like sued and charged with harassment because I shared the story about the woman who killed my son on Facebook.
What?
I'm almost positive it was vehicular homicide. He shared the fucking story on Facebook, and now she's suing him, and the state of Massachusetts is allowing it.
Oh my
So again,
God.
Wow.
people, everybody should be fucking mad about this.
Yep.
Wow.
That is friggin' insane. Jesus Christ.
We should get him on the show.
That's what I'm serious. No,
Yeah.
seriously.
Absolutely.
Seriously. Yeah, so come to find out. So I was telling somebody about this last night, and I think people were saying he actually was outside of the trial last year, like handing out water and snacks and stuff like that. So I wouldn't be
Wow.
surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. You know what I mean? 'Cause
Right.
especially if he's you know with Bradle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
So
Right.
again, like this should really like make everyone up. That shouldn't. So again, not that this is any fucking comparison. It's not. But like that's what like if anything threw me into this. Like Elizabeth Proctor thinking calling my job because of something I posted on Facebook could get me fired from it. Like
Right.
that like to think she had that much fucking power or control over the words people say is
Mhm.
sickening to me.
It
That's
is.
an issue. That's a fucking issue.
Yep. It's totally insane. You know, like people are saying in here now, it's like, you know, oh, you have freedom of speech and you get the, you know, we don't, you know,
Right.
it's like,
No.
you know, it depends on, you know, who's making up the rule that day.
Yep.
And that's
Absolutely.
what's freaking messed up about it, especially in front of the courthouse, you know?
Yeah, our rights
Absolutely.
are just being
Yeah,
totally
just-
stripped.
Yeah.
We are being so violated by them. It's
Yep.
not even. It's. I don't know. Hopefully, I don't. I don't want to go on my.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Let it fly. Let that shit go.
No, you go.
You had a rough day. Let it fly.
I know. Finish what you were going to say because I always interrupt you.
No,
I
it's
always.
all good.
No, I interrupted you.
Let that shit go.
Yeah. So, what would the charge be, Erica? Would it be like trespassing or something? Like what the?
That's so the first instant on May 2nd, that was when he said, I think I like, and he had said something like, don't worry, it's being recorded. And I was like, oh baby, I know it is, like, I can't wait. Like, you know, and he kind of like was taken aback by that. And I was like, what do you want to charge me with? Like, and it was trespassing in the buffer zone. That's what I think they're going to try to charge me with, trespassing in the buffer zone.
That's freaking ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah. Trespassing with that, you know, in a public place.
Yeah.
You know, the most public place you should be able to express your right to anything you want, right? A fucking courthouse stairs, and you can't do it. So now we have a problem. You know, the fact that this buffer zone's in place, but the fact that they extended it from the first trial to this trial is absolutely freaking ludicrous.
yes, no shit. That's what kills me. It's like, you think they would have learned their lesson too. You know, like, and again, like walking in the car in my bra, I know I'm an insecure person, like, by nature, like that's fine. That has nothing to do with anybody. Like, I was just so fucking mad. I was so fucking mad. And I did it in protest. I absolutely did it in protest.
Yep.
No one stood there and stripped me down. But you know what? No one fucking stopped me.
Right.
No one said, you don't have to do all that. You don't have to turn it. No one said anything. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, so
Right.
that's my point. Like, they're not, you know, they're going by their own fucking rules and rights and what they think they can control because of this loosely worded bullshit that, you know, she's decided to, you know, put us all through, essentially, you know? It's fucking infuriating. It really is.
It is. And it's the fact that, you know, they can allow the lack of sensitivity that, you know, again, we're not all like, we're not anti, you know, we back the blue, right? We say
That's
it all.
what kills me. Yeah.
You know? It's these friggin' power hungry fucking assholes that continue to push, you know, their narrative and do whatever they want to do and abuse their authority is what we don't appreciate, we don't like, and we don't deserve.
No,
you know, Erica, I mean,
not.
you literally took off your shirt to walk down the street, you know, and they could have been like, you know, just go. You know, we know who you are, like whatever.
Yeah, they know who you are. They know what you're about. They know you're not a troublemaker.
Even if he had said, grab your shit and get out of here.
Right.
It was like, yeah, you know, get it off or whatever. And I'm like, all right, you know, whatever.
But that's the thing, though. That's how they treat. Like, instead of saying, like, listen, it's going to be a problem. If you wear it again down here next time, tomorrow, whatever the case is, we're gonna have a fucking issue, and that's it. Okay, well, fair enough, understood. I don't want to get myself in trouble. I'm not going to put myself in that position, and that's it.
Yeah.
Instead, they have to abuse the whole situation
Yeah.
and make you, like when you got your car broke down that day, and the cop came to the house, and she could have had any kind of problems. Like car broke down, she walked home, and then the cop comes knocking on the door, just asking, like, your fucking car's on the side of the
Oh,
road.
you abandoned it, like,
yeah. It's like, well, wait a minute. Like,
Not
is
like-
everything
Like, no, like, can I help? Are you
Right.
in trouble? Can I
everything
help
okay?
you? No,
I found an
nothing.
abandoned car on the side of the road. Is everything okay here?
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Instead, he just ran my
Yeah,
plate,
yeah.
called me obsessively while,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
and this is Plimpton. I live in the tiniest town in Massachusetts, and
Yeah.
this guy's think he's a hard ass because,
Yeah.
like, it's horrible. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
So
It's everywhere.
we got pulled over on the way to Erica and Heather and Steph's and Heather's birthday party, the housewoman. Right, literally, the Waze said 5 fucking minutes. I could have killed him. I
Oh
could have
my
fucking
God.
killed him. So I hear, like, he's like, uh-oh. He's like, they're coming. I'm like, what? He's like, put your fucking seatbelt on. I'm like, shit. So we pull over, no problem. Comes up to the window, license or registration. And he's like, yeah, no problem. And he's like, I think he gave it to him. And I was like, not even like, are you guys lost? Hi, how are you tonight? Is everything okay tonight? Like,
Right.
it wasn't super aggressive, but it could, if we were anybody else, we could have taken it offensively, but we just kind of know to keep our mouth shut when dealing with them,
Yeah.
right? So you just kind of take it as it comes, right? But I feel like that's why they get so much control, like, because we kind of allow them to like act this way essentially, and
Yeah.
they've gotten away with it for
Yeah.
so fucking long, so he had like said something. He's like, yeah, like, Anthony was like, yeah, like, sorry, we're not from around here, like, I didn't even realize it. And he's like, yeah, I noticed when I ran the plate. And he's like, oh, okay, so you knew I wasn't from around here, like,
Right.
Yeah.
That's
whatever.
it.
And it was like, but then the best part was, is we're sitting there as he's like writing up the ticket, a second cruiser shows up. The guy gets out of the car, walks up my side of the car with the light flashing in it. And I'm like,
Oh my God.
like, you good, bro?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, what's up? And I was like, what's the need for 2 cars? And he's like, well, one's mine. I go, yeah, no shit. Anthony,
No way.
Anthony,
What an idiot.
my right hand to God. I said, well, what's up with the 2 cruisers? Well, what do you mean? Well, there's 2 cop cars. Yeah, one's mine. I go, yeah, no shit. Like, I'm asking you, like, why
Is
you
this
need to be here.
necessary?
He knew why I was asking. He
Yeah,
fucking knew
yeah,
why I was asking.
yeah.
And he goes, oh no, I like to back up all my officers. I was like, on a speeding violation of like 10 over. Okay,
Oh my God.
you do that. I think it was.
And then he stood there in the rain.
And then he stood there in the rain, literally, like shining the light, like didn't say anything else. It was the most awkward fucking encounter. It was
Oh my
so weird.
God.
Yeah. Again, like, there's no doubt they saw we were from Charleston. I'm not trying to be fresh, but like, I know my shit's tagged. You know what I mean? Like, I heard a couple times last year, like someone said like the state police said something like my name was on a fucking list or the truck was on a list. I mean, I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? But still, it's when I feel like. This is what I want everybody else to know too, is when you don't give a shit because you know that you're not doing anything wrong, it's a very freeing feeling. So you can't be scared to come down to the buffer zone, because then they're going to know they can push you around. You have to know your rights. We're not being confrontational. I'm not being bitchy. I'm not anti-cop. I'm not anything. Like, I am fighting for what is right here, and I know I'll be on the right side of justice, or on the right side of history when the ball does drop finally. But at the end of the day, like, none of us deserve to be treated like this, and it could be any one of us. So again, like, and it does happen. And Anthony made a good point the other night. He was like, so again, like, what night was it? Not even what night did your cousin call? It was like 2 a.m. We had like just kind of fallen asleep. His phone rings, and he didn't even understand how, because he had it on do not disturb. But I guess there's like a thing, if you call back immediately, it'll go through. Well, thank God it did, because his cousin got pulled over right outside of where we live, by a statey that followed him from Memorial Drive, which is about what, like 5 miles. Like, he followed him kind of far, like from where we are to where he is. And the cop said, like, you have a suspended license and you can either call somebody to come and get the car and drive it away, or like it'll get towed if they can get here. So he called Anthony and he ran down there, but like he pulled him out of the car, put him in cuffs, stuffed him in the back of his cruiser, looked through his car, and then gave him a, did he get a ticket?
He's pulled him over for going 35 and a 25.
He pulled him over for going 35 and a 25. That's in itself is just crazy. Then accused him of drinking, but did nothing about that. Put him in cuffs, shoved him in the back, looked through his car. I think realized he had nothing and couldn't do anything about it.
Oh my
And
God.
kind of was just like, here, this is for the expired, like
Suspended.
ticket, and that was
Gave
it.
him a ticket for a suspended license, but not for speeding.
But not for speeding.
What
So
the
again, it's just there's like they're skating this fine line of like we can do whatever the fuck we want, and that's very dangerous. It's very fucking dangerous.
All right, hold on.
No,
Let's-
Zenpai, it's not crazy to get pulled over for speeding, but at 2 a.m. when no one else is on the road on a state fucking highway and you're going 35 and a 25 and it's a state highway that lives right outside the back of my house, that is crazy. Absolutely. It is crazy.
Yeah, he gave you a break. So,
After pulling him out of the car, cuffing him and stuffing them in the back of the police car, okay,
But-
yeah.
but
have a
that's
break.
like,
You should take a
so we should just pray that they give us a break
Yeah.
when we
let's
get
just pray.
pulled over.
Yep,
Yeah,
exactly.
whatever.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's just whatever, yeah.
Yeah.
No problem.
But we don't hate cops, so just
Yeah.
cut the shit. And yeah, speeding is speeding.
Yeah.
Sure is.
Yeah.
But you know, when you approach somebody, there's a way to do it, and I'm sure
Absolutely.
that's in your fucking training.
What do they say? You get father with honey. What is it? No.
More bees with honey.
You get more bees with honey or something like that.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Whatever.
All
All
right.
right. Well, your
See ya.
comments are stupid, so
Yeah.
shut the fuck
Yeah,
up.
exactly.
On my channel.
Yeah.
You don't know
I'm
shit.
officially
You don't
dead.
know
I'm officially dead.
shit. Do your
Your
homework.
comments are fucking stupid, so get over it.
Yeah.
All right, let's show that video because you know
Yeah.
we hate cops.
So show. I was gonna say show the edited one
I'm
first. but
sorry.
yeah, go ahead. Show them both. Show them both. Go ahead.
I just didn't want us in the background.
No, absolutely. Do whatever you want.
the fucking day.
Did we have an issue with this before? You're walking through here with the sweatshirt.
I'm leaving.
I understand.
I'm not congregating. I'm not protesting. I'm fucking leaving.
Right, but what's the rule?
There's no rules about this one. It doesn't say Karen Reed.
It has to do with the case, right?
No, it doesn't. It has to do with something else. A guy whose kid was just murdered. I just-
what do you got in the back?
It's full of fucking words.
Relax. Okay, I don't.
All right, you know what?
I know. All right. Go ahead. It's being documented.
Take me. Go ahead.
I'm not doing that.
Take me.
Wait.
Wait, you had fucking guys detain me last week. I asked you to leave.
Go.
You haven't
Go.
talked
Are
to
you
me
leaving?
since.
Are you leaving? Right, All right, good. We don't want to have this.
I need you to send me that.
Good. Every time you walk. Every time.
Right.
You're not kidding.
You're delusional. You're
Well,
delusional.
come on, let's
You're a
go.
fucking
Let's go.
troublemaker.
Okay.
You're a troublemaker.
All
You're
right,
a lying
let's go.
piece of
All
shit.
right.
You use us for information.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
start with you, and then you have to calm down, and you know. Yeah.
Kick that fucking guy out. I'm sick of looking at his comments. Fuck you, Zenpai. You shit. See you later.
So that's the thing too, right? What really pissed me off was like him like going behind me, reading my hoodie. He's seen it since day one. He's already fucking seen me in it. I know he's seen me in it. That's it. Exactly. They're a gang and we're not in it. That's all that it fucking comes down to.
Yep.
I said take me because they keep fucking harassing me about it. They keep saying I'm gonna be charged. They tell me that, I'm going, I'm gonna end up going whatever. So it's like one of those things where, you're gonna fucking keep talking about it. Just do it. Just fucking do it. Get it over with.
Erica, but what's that called? It's fucking intimidation.
Mhm.
That's
Right?
it. No, 1,000 fucking %. And
Right?
the other thing at the end of it, which fucking sent me over, like I went back to the car. I wasn't crying there, but like I went back to the car. I fucking like screamed. I thought my head was gonna. It's like Dylan was like, "It's okay, babe. Like it's okay,
Aw.
calm down." Like he was so good about it. He really fucking was. And I was like, I just need a minute. I just had to like catch my breath. What fucking threw me over the edge was him, that prick, looking me in my fucking eyes and saying, if you back it up, every time you come
Every
through here,
time.
you
Yep.
fucking piece
Yep.
of shit.
Yep.
Don't you
You.
dare. I have been your biggest fucking advocate. Okay? Like, don't do that to me. Don't fuck.
Yep.
And if made, you know what it did? It made me feel stupid because literally earlier in the day, I was like, he can be a dickhead, but he's all right. Like, just ignore him. You know what I mean? Keep it moving. Like, if you keep your head down and mind your business, like, they're not going to bother you. You know what I'm saying? And what was I doing? Literally going home and minding my business. No one's outside. The fucking jury sure as fuck can't see me. And what
Mhm.
do? You come up to me and start a problem.
Yep.
Well, I mean, here's another situation here, right? Look what happened with this. And I don't like to give this guy any attention, but look
Listen,
go ahead.
we know if it's Bao, I think it was, yeah. So again, he is another one. He knew what he was coming into, but he did not deserve the level of what happened to him.
Right.
That's what
Right.
I mean. He knows how to push buttons. He knows how to push them the right way, but the
Yeah.
way they're handling it is
Yeah.
making them look insane.
Right. I'm gonna throw that on now too.
I
Yeah.
have another cell phone. I just don't want to scan anything. Can you tell me what's going on? And I'll comply to whatever you need me to comply with.
So we just have a buffer zone, and because of the case and
Yeah.
because of how well known it is, right? So we got a buffer zone, so we can
Yeah.
have a fair and impartial trial, right? So we have signs, right? There's gonna be a sign right on that street, right? See where it says Old Fellows Hall?
Completely missed it, but I'll go read it.
Old Fellows Hall, like right there, is where the buffer zone starts. Okay, so you gotta move it. So you just gotta move.
He's
it
just
along,
explaining
okay?
it to me.
But you're not talking, so you can move.
I mean, I just got here, man. I just got into town. I'll keep it moving. Yeah, can you tell me what's going on? Yeah.
So you got a buffer zone, right? So that's it.
What was that?
QR code.
I don't.
God, are you kidding me right now?
Just keep it moving.
You got the QR.
Yeah. So, and then they were looking for Jessica. Because Jessica
Right.
was,
Yep.
like
Yep.
they wanted
Yep.
to know her name and everything because she was calling them out.
Yeah, no, exactly. And again, like it's just it just goes to show, like, but again, they knew Bao is an antagonist, right? I'm not like Bao. Like, I don't do, like, what the fuck,
And they
like,
know that. They know you.
yeah, that's
You
what
know?
kills me. And that's what, like, I think it's more me looking back, like, damn, like, I gave them so much respect when I shouldn't. I think I just make more mad at myself, But like,
Yeah.
for instance, like the guy that, like, if when you were watching it, and then, like, so that's Nunziato who's talking to him first. He's the one I told you I was gonna pick off over my head and fucking suplex his ass. He's like up to my fucking shoulder. So, and then you got Cummins, who's like, he's Baby Huey. That's what me and Dina dubbed him, Baby Huey. So not him, but you had Nunziato talking at first, and then this other kid comes up, Mr. fucking Steroid Juicer, and he's like, yeah, we weren't fucking talking to you. Like, why can't you just say, ma'am, calm down, please step aside?
Right.
Why does it have to be so nasty? Like, what? I don't get it. They want to be respected. I can't imagine what it was like dealing with what it's been like dealing with with police and like the whole, world when going to shit in 2020, all that bullshit, right? And I can only imagine. And I know a lot of these guys have a chip on their shoulder. But again, you have to realize who you're dealing with. And if you can't do that, you can't do this fucking job.
Right.
One of the
Right.
bike cops too, the other day, I meant to tell you guys, we were standing out front. They came out for lunch. We walked over across the street. I was recording. It was me and Joe. I was in like a little alcove. It was like drizzling out. Fucking Hank comes by, and he was with another guy. He was with his associate there, and one of the stadies on the bike was with him. And the stadie like stopped short in front of me because I was recording. Like, screeched his bike in front of us. And me and Joe were like, what the fuck was that? Like, what's their problem?
Yeah.
It was caught on the live. You could see it on one of our lives.
Right.
And I looked at Joe and I was like, what the hell just, what was that about? You know what I mean? So it's just crazy. I mean,
Well, it's
I don't
like
know.
these guys. I mean, you grow up and you have that respect, and you want to be. I want to be a police officer, and it's a respectable job, and all this other shit.
Yep.
And I agree. When you grow up and you're a kid, and your parents say you have a problem, you find an officer, you do. and that's the person you rely on, you know. But when these people take it to this level and they're just treating people like shit, it's almost like comparative to like healthcare workers who don't fucking care, right? And you go into the hospital and they're like, I don't give a shit. You're freaking sick. Go sit in the corner. We'll get to you when we get to you. It's like, no, I'm dying over here, you know?
Exactly. Or they
It's,
don't listen to you and they just do the bare minimum because they
Yeah.
know they're getting fucking paid anyways.
Right.
You know, insurance is the biggest fucking scam in America, anyways. Medical and car.
Yeah.
Auto insurance. Auto
Yeah, don't get
insurance
me
is a.
started.
Oh, I
I
don't
know.
understand any of it. How I don't understand how as Americans we got here. That's what kills me.
Right.
It's like you want to talk about that, like, and no matter what, you're protected by a constitution of
Mhm.
color, creed, anything as a human being. So you stand next to me, you're an equal as far as I'm concerned. But you need to pull your weight. And that's all that fucking matters, right? But when you start talking about how did this all come about? Like insuring people and like it's corporate America which controls like some of the police departments and the government. That's like they control local government and then local government controls the police. So again, when people don't wanna, don't want their skeletons out, this is what happens. It's like not hard to like see.
It's so, yeah, the whole thing is, it's so out of control. You know, I really, when our forefathers like penned the, you know, the
Yeah.
Constitution and all that other shit, obviously they didn't take in consideration technology, the internet, freaking all this other shit. It's a complete freaking train wreck. You know, it's like
Absolutely.
you know, it's a blessing and a curse. You
Yep.
know, it's a
Yep.
great thing. You know, when I first got onto Facebook, I looked at it more like, you know, I get to connect with people I haven't seen. A bunch of my friends from the military that I won't see in friggin' forever. I haven't seen in forever. Shit like that keeps me connected with my family on the West Coast.
Yep.
That type
Exactly.
of shit. But aside from that, it's like it's turned into a complete shit show because everybody can just go on there and you know, like again, like you were talking about that guy earlier. You know, he posts something on Facebook about a woman that this dog.
It's awesome.
He
He's
posts
just sitting there.
he posted
Sorry.
on Facebook about a woman, you know, and he's going to court for intimidation for posting something on Facebook. It's like, this is what this shit's come.
Right.
It's messed up. It's not right.
Right. Not only that,
know?
but the woman killed his fucking son.
Right. Right.
I don't care if it was an accident. I don't care what it was. He's just lurking. He gets closer. He's like getting closer and closer in the frame.
It's so cute.
Oh God, he doesn't leave me the minute I get home. He cries
Yeah.
when he fucking hears me coming.
I got one of
Um,
those too. Yeah.
Yeah, yep, exactly.
Yeah.
But no, I totally agree. It's like I don't know. It's a scary thing, and when you're a parent and you have kids coming up, and we just can't let it get worse. And I feel like that's exactly where we're at right now. You know, my father
No.
was a civil servant my whole life. You know what I mean? Not the police. My nana was. I grew up in fucking Boston City Hall. I went to school there. You know what I mean? Like I went to daycare there. So I know what it, and that's what kills me. Someone just wrote like cops pay taxes too. Yeah, no shit. No shit. Every working man pays taxes.
Right.
You pay taxes on the money you earn, the money you spend, the money you fucking give, the money, it's absurd. But again, like that gives you no right to treat anybody just anyhow. It doesn't. It doesn't
Well,
matter.
it doesn't. It doesn't give you the right to do any of that shit. You know, it's like the First Amendment. Where are we fighting for the First Amendment, the freedom of speech? You know, but they need to rewrite it to say, you know, you have the ability to say whatever the fuck you want, but don't be an asshole.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, you know,
Yeah.
like, seriously,
And
you
they're
know?
lawmakers, so
Right.
make it into
Yeah.
something. Make
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
But there's consequences to that too, right? Like
Right.
I say it all the time. Like people have got so comfortable saying whatever the fuck they want on social media and not being held accountable for it in real life.
Mm-hmm.
That's a serious problem. Just like
It
in
is a
this,
huge
just
problem.
like in this chat right now. All these people under fake names saying the shit they want to say would never ever approach me at Dedham Courthouse and say it to my face. Guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
Guaranteed.
Yep.
Yeah, like look at what Scott said. This happened to Scott today, right? He was at the Worcester courthouse for Aiden's hearing today, and they handed him a 13A telling him he can't stand in front of the courthouse in Worcester
They did.
And protest. They told them to go across the street.
What does that mean though? Like, what's Massachusetts a very poorly
So this is what
What?
Bradle's fighting for. This is basically the fight that Aiden is fighting with Bradle, and like it's ridiculous. I'll look it up and see if the
Holy shit! So
Yeah.
they can just come out to the courthouse, hand you a piece of paper, and be like, "See you later."
I think that's what happened. Again,
Wow.
I didn't we
And
didn't
again,
catch it
and that's-
live, but go ahead.
That-
We've become to be known as like the movement of peace too. So it's like they know we're not gonna fucking say anything.
Exactly. We don't start trouble. I mean, it's like I always say, it's like we're showing the world a new way to protest.
Right.
You know, like it can be done peacefully.
Right.
You know, you don't have to, burn down buildings and, loot and all this shit. You know, like you don't have to be crazy. You don't have to scream. You don't have to yell. I
Yep.
mean, we just want to support Karen. That's
Absolutely.
all.
Absolutely.
Yeah, hopefully this changes a lot of stuff. Like Scott said, Bradle is the perfect man to do it.
Yeah.
If it's either dismantled or, rewritten or just freaking gone, because it doesn't make any sense. It's very vague and it's unfair. It's unfair in certain situations. So, and we all know that.
Oh, Dr. Marie Russell, suck a fart.
Oh, we're like the movement of trash.
She just got put in the trash. Sucks to suck.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say that in a meeting tomorrow at work. Hey, suck a fart.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh.
Oh my
But
god.
no, exactly. And that's what kills me is like I just and you talk about like the trolls and stuff there, it's like the same 10 people. It really is. And that's what kills me is that I think that's why they don't use their real names. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. They really don't. They don't know what they don't stand for anything. So it's hard for them to comprehend what it's like for us, Go ahead, lay down. Pain in the ass.
Well, that's the thing when these trolls who are just have nothing to fight for, when their next generation grows up and actually is like, wait a minute, something's wrong with this country. Why has nobody fixed this shit? They look at their parents and go, well, that's why. Because instead of being, on board with trying to make change, you're just fighting it just for the general purpose of just being an asshole.
Right.
Stupid.
And even with Kyla, like coming up, like I told her, like, I want to say as young as like 3rd grade, I was like, you never talk to you never talk to the principal alone. Don't ever talk to any teachers in a room alone. Like you make sure mom's there or mom's on speakerphone. That's all that matters. You never talk to the cops alone. Don't do it. If the cops come to your school, you don't fucking talk to them. Tell them to call your mother, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? And I've told her that from jump, and I hate that. I do. I hate that, but it's just to protect her. That's
smart.
it.
Yeah.
Yep. Because you don't know.
Nope.
That's the thing. You got to look out. We got to look out for each other. And that's, nobody's out there trying to be malicious in this movement and trying to be, we're trying to do the right thing here. Maybe, you think Karen's guilty. Knock yourself out. What do you think?
Yeah.
Whatever the hell you want to think. That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not sitting here telling you to do. I'm not saying it's
Absolutely.
stupid to think that she is, but, but that's it. Continue to just push forward and
Yeah.
try
I
to make
love what
some kind of change.
I love what Tracy just said though, because it's so right. Like we're showing the world a new way of protesting, because we're not flipping cars and burning buildings down and stuff like that.
Sure.
We're just standing outside with homemade signs, and literally, like they made the homemade sign thing a thing. You should have never made fun of us,
Yeah, right.
because guess what happens? Like. You can't make fun of people that won't enjoy making fun of themselves. You just can't do it. So it's like, nice try.
Yeah.
This is what Scott says here. It's a very old law intended to stop protests that block normal operations of courts. So it's like, really?
They can use anything. They could
Right.
use anything.
Yep.
Anybody standing there. That's what the problem is. It's so loosely written, right? I think
Yep.
that's what they say, right?
Yeah. It clearly is,
Yeah,
So Scott
Mr. Up.
McGinnis is like one of like 5 people that were in Worcester for this court date, and they told him he has to fucking move.
Yeah.
And he was there, in his Karen Reed hoodie and a American flag?
Was he in his hoodie?
I'm not sure what he was
I think he
wearing.
was.
He might have switched. He might have had the turtle blue.
But still, I mean, give me a
Right.
fucking break.
Come on. Yeah, exactly. Miss Corrupt said, opinions are like assholes, everyone's got one. Doesn't mean they're correct though. I say opinions are like assholes, everyone has one, and some of them stink.
Ah.
I don't know. I mean, what do you think, though? I mean, shit's the way the trial's going. I mean, you look at what the defense is doing; they're just destroying everything the prosecution's brought forward. You know, so the
I
trial
mean,
trial's trending in the right direction, but the outside the court seems like it's a friggin' disaster.
yeah, and like again, like we don't have nearly as many people right now as we did like at the end of last year. But I always said like, and I've said that from jump, like we didn't have a big jump in people actually coming out because of like school. And once it got nicer, it was crazy out there. You know, there were kids you know what I mean? Like it was all nonstop, people showing up, more vacation time, whatever it may be, you know? But that's the thing, like, what do you do? What do you do when we can't, we can't, we can't let them keep us from showing up. We can't do it. We can't.
No, and we
Because then
won't.
they win. Because then they win.
Exactly.
You know?
Yep.
And it's like, at the end of the day, like, people got shit to do, you know? But if you get arrested, you get arrested, and you're doing it for a cause and for something you actually believe in. That's kind of how I feel about it.
Totally.
I obviously told my daughter, I would never miss her prom night, but I had a talk with her that weekend, and I said, hey, listen, like, I'm gonna be at court, for the next couple of weeks, and shit goes down, it's gonna go down, and I'm not gonna. And she's like, no, it's all right, Mom, I'm proud of you. Don't worry about it. I was like, all right,
Awesome.
cool. Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah. I'm not scared to be arrested. I'm just scared of what the future like means for my kid.
Right.
That's it.
But if you think
know?
about it, Erica, like you were like, freaking, go ahead, take me. And they didn't. So
Stop
you weren't,
threatening me about it.
they just can't arrest you. What are they going to say? Because
And then they turn it into like, and I don't know if you heard him, but I said, like, you're delusional to say to me, oh, it's always like, once I turned around and said like, all right, you're not taking me, it was she's a problem all the time. And it's like, what are you talking about? Like, now you see you're being recorded, so now I'm like, he literally tried to fucking gaslight me and like lie. That pissed me off. That pissed me off more than anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't lie on me. Not down here.
Well, that's what they do. That's what they do. You know,
Really?
it's, I don't know. They're at the wrong location. Let's just say that. You know, like they got all
Absolutely.
these ladies, they got all these cops out there, with their just intimidating people. It's literally intimidating people.
Yeah.
And they're in the wrong spot. They're in the wrong place.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. I've never yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that, Jessica. I love you too. But no, I've always been respectful of everybody. I mean, like I said, we've talked about this before. Like, if you see me down there on like a 95-degree day and I was like running around like a lunatic and I might have had like a little snippy attitude, I'm sorry. I apologize.
You're a human being.
No, I know. I'm just saying that to anyone out there that may think that, like, so I mean, like, I've never intentionally hurt a person in my life, intentionally, obviously.
Yeah.
And it is what it is. Like, this movement has changed a lot of people. It's changed a lot of our lives. It's changed a lot of how we deal with things and how we deal with people. I'll say, like, I think I've always been the same person. I've always kept the same, like, sense of me and morals and stuff like that. A lot has changed, and me growing up and realizing like what I have and what I'm not willing to lose, and being grateful for things like that, and things like that. And that this movement has definitely taught me how to like deal with people, and obviously in a big setting, and there's so many different personalities, and you're never gonna make everyone happy at once. And like and that's what I think I tried to do a lot the first trial, and it kind of killed me. It really did. It killed me. And not in like a super like bad way, but a little like emotionally and mentally, you know what I mean? Because like I did a lot for people that really didn't give a shit less what happened to me or what goes on in my life, or what, you know what I mean? A lot of people have made relationships outside of this, so relationships take work. Everybody knows that, we'll do what we do, you move on. But yeah, like I really can't wait till this is over and like I can just move on with like the people that I've met through this that I genuinely love and care about and make more memories with.
Mm-hmm.
And then I never have to see some, other people again. And that's great. And we can all move on with our lives and be happy.
Mm-hmm.
And, I think for the most part though, 99 probably 0.5% of the time, everybody's been great, and that's
Well,
awesome. And that's a good feeling.
that's the
Um,
thing, though. I mean, people have said to me before, like, you can just walk away anytime you want. Why do you got to keep? It's like, no, absolutely not.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. Well, and that's the other
I'll
thing.
just quit
Well,
now.
that's like people say that to me all the time. Like, I'll tell you right now, like I'm not fucking stupid, and I know there's people watching right now, from where I'm from, and I know people have looked at me crazy or looked like, what the fuck is she doing, or looked like maybe like, oh, like why does she care or whatever, right? So again, like I kind of look at it as like I gave a fuck, so I got off my ass and I thought I'd do something about it. That's
Yeah,
it. Like that's really all it comes down to.
yeah.
Um, so like at the end of the day, like, you can judge me, you can think whatever you want, but I'll tell you right now, this time around, I can't even walk from here to work without getting stopped 3 times, whether it's a question, whether it's someone just yelling like free Karen Reed, or someone like, oh my god, I saw you on like Channel 4 3 weeks ago, whatever it was, you know what I'm saying? Like, but now everybody in my fucking town texts me if they have a question, or oh, what happened today? You know how many texts I woke up to? Hey, what's wrong with Karen? Is everything all right with Karen? These people would
Yeah.
look at me sideways a year ago. Again, I'm cool with it because I'm glad your eyes are open now. I'm glad you're seeing what I've seen for fucking 3 years now,
Right.
So that makes me happy, But at the end of the day, nobody is forcing you to be here either. And you also need to realize that life exists outside of this movement, and this movement's not going to last forever. By the grace of God, I pray it
Yeah.
doesn't last forever. I think parts of it will, because I think we have a lot to move on for. Like,
Oh, agreed.
Brian, like if I pray for the day Brian Albert is in fucking handcuffs, and I will be
Mm-hmm.
at every one of those fucking hearings, like shit like that. You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
that's the stuff I think we'll stay together for, to continue to fight for, but it won't be as just like mentally, emotionally, and physically draining as this
Hmm.
time around. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I think that's what it is too. Like, but I think this time around I've learned, like I said, I've learned a lot about myself and about people, and I've learned to like take a day if I need it, and to take a step back if I need it. And burnout is real. You stand on that sidewalk for 8 hours, that's a lot. That's a
Hmm.
lot. And again, you have to have a life outside here. You have to take care of yourself. You have to go to doctor's appointments. You have to like make sure you're keeping up with
Yeah.
shit. And people kind of like forget about that, and it falls to the wayside. And then what? You want everyone else to feel bad for you and pick up the slack? We can't do that. I'm
Well,
sorry.
none of us have jobs though, so it doesn't really make a
And
difference,
Yeah.
that's
right?
what
Right.
it is.
Yeah.
And that, right, exactly, exactly.
Jesus
And that's
God.
my thing too. Like, you have so many grifters out there, like not even here, like not even just in this, like in general with the trolls and everything else. Like, I saw something the other night, I think I posted about it. Elise, I hate to even give this girl credit, I mean, attention, but I have to tell you guys about this. Elise Bennett from Twisted, I call her, what did I call her? Twisted Eviction or Twisted Trad, the migrant hotel girl. She posted a happy Mother's Day to Peggy O'Keefe. Okay. Now, when you're on Facebook and you're like in a comment section, right? Like, you don't sign off on that comment, right? You don't write like, love Erica Walsh, right? Like, I would never
Yeah.
fucking do that. It's weird, right?
Right.
This bitch, she not only says like, Happy Mother's Day, Miss Hook, with all this crazy bullshit. She's like, love Elisa Bennett from at the Twisted Tragedies. She shouted out her fucking podcast. Like,
Oh my
these are the
God.
people you're dealing with. So this is why you can't even take these people seriously. They're not real people. These are not fucking real people. They're
No,
not.
they're not. It's
I refuse to believe that. Like,
it's
they're
so
not.
bizarre. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's so
so
bizarre.
bizarre. So
No way.
fucking bizarre. But yeah, again, and they're everywhere. And like, and yeah, she is a true grifter. She really fucking is. On both sides, again, like, and then you're gonna get shit people everywhere. But you just have to know what you're dealing with, and don't. If something makes you feel weird, if something inside of you, if you come down to a standout, if you are online, whatever, and something makes you feel a type of way, trust that feeling. But if you don't feel bring it to somebody that you might know is bigger and or whatever, however you feel in the movement. It might be more common in the movement. Maybe they show up more. Like bring it to them, ask them. Like you don't have to be made to feel uncomfortable. Like other being around other people is difficult for some people, and that's okay too. You can come to a standout and stand alone, and you don't have to worry. Like we're not going to bother you, like you know what I mean. But if you want to come hang out with us, like I promise you'll probably have a good time,
Yep.
but
Yeah.
again, it might not be for everybody, but it's just like I feel like we've had like a good thing going for a while now, and I just want to maintain that, and I just don't want like anyone to ruin that. Not the cops, not anyone in general on either side, bitter or not.
Yep.
No, it
Love.
really
It says someone wrote. Love Elise. Don't forget to DoorDash me a coffee.
outstanding.
Oh God, fuck.
Oh,
Oh,
boy.
I can't.
So what happens now since you signed off on that?
So I was actually like that. I was just looking at my computer. So okay, no, we'll see if the Commonwealth finds out. Okay, so I had gotten a letter from the attorney, and it was, "Thank you for working with us so promptly. We filed a complaint you signed, along with related initiating documents. A copy of everything filed is attached, and we'll be sending you everything throughout this case." So they basically, the next step, it says right, it literally is black and white. So the next step is to formally serve the defendants. Note, we're trying to have this case deemed related to the Delgado one, the gentleman who was, so John, the
John,
sticker.
yeah.
Yep. So they may travel similar paths because I think it's something to do with the bike police. I think I'm not sure. But I'll tell you right now, my favorite thing ever was seeing it says Erica Walsh, plaintiff, versus Jeffrey Noble in his official capacity as superintendent of the Mass State Police Department, John Doe's 1, 2, and 3 in their official capacities as Mass State Police officers in their personal capacities. Trial Court of Commonwealth of Massachusetts, Beverly Cannoni in her official capacity as Justice of Superior Court, and Michael W. Morrissey in his official capacity of Norfolk County District Attorney.
That's
Those are the
fucking
defendants.
awesome.
I know.
That is awesome.
Tracy, I'll email you everything so you can look
All
at it.
right, cool. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fantastic. That's what
I
we got to
know.
do. We got to fight back.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
these are
Exactly.
obvious violations. Thank God
Yep.
we have Mark Randazza,
Yeah.
who's
Yeah.
like just hopping on and helping
Yeah.
everybody.
And then somebody was like, like tagged me on Twitter or whatever and was like, Erica, what's his name? Larry? I think it's Larry, right? I
The
don't want to be an
DUI
asshole.
guy.
Yeah. DUI guy,
Yeah,
right?
that's Larry.
He
Yeah.
was like looking to get in touch with me.
Oh.
But I guess him and Mark already kind of partnered up. So that's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see. He had Randazza kind of put it. Well, he called me. Actually, I had Dylan there too. So I like made. I'm like, Dylan, can I put it on speakerphone so like you can be my witness for me? Like, can you like just because I forget things, you know what I mean? So I'm like, Dylan, like, you
Yeah.
gotta listen for me. So I was gonna have Anthony call. I was gonna have Dylan call Anthony, but Dylan's fucking phone was dead. Like on. But it was funny. It was funny. Like, yeah, it was funny. But, I talked to Mark, called me and he had his partner on, and Mark had said, like, he's like, just look at it like this. Like, he goes, you're just like our little sister, and they were bullies, and we're like your big brothers coming to like punch them in the face or something. It was funny.
Yeah.
It was funny.
He's,
The way he
he's-
worded it
he's
was really
very
cute. But
colorful, that's for sure.
Yeah,
I
he's
mean,
just
yeah.
like us. He's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
like us. It's
Yeah.
great.
Here's the thing. I think that if anything, this will help the other one. I think that's what he's hoping, and
Yeah.
I hope so too. Like whatever,
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Sure thing.
And my
Yep.
whole thing was I seen like someone wrote in the chat yesterday, like the whole like me walking to my car and my bra thing that happened on the 2nd, and people were like, and we're just fucking finding out. Like I literally kept that so close to the chest because I didn't want. First of all, the video is not flattering. It's not a good look. Like for me personally, like I don't care. I'm proud of myself for what I did, and I would do it again. You know what I mean? But like I'm not happy about that, and I know the trolls will have a fucking field day with it. So I had sent those to him, and I know like once you send them, I'm like, oh, they're out there, you know, like,
Yeah.
and I was like, how long till I'm like severely embarrassed? And he's like, don't worry about it. He's like, I promise that won't happen. I was like, yeah, we'll see. But like one of the pictures, you'll see it when I send you the paperwork. It's like a fucking, because of course I was so mad. I like lit a cigarette too as I was walking. So it's not only like me in my bra walking. I have a cigarette, so it just looks extra fucking trashy, and I don't like that. Why do I avoid cameras? Like everyone's like, I avoided the fucking camera like the whole first trial, like successfully. Like until the end when I helped with like security, but I was very rarely on like the news or anything because they didn't want to be. You know what I mean? But last year I did have a hot pink sports bra on when I switched my shirt out. Yeah, right in front of the fucking cop. That was funny. But yeah, so you know, like it's like a give and take type of deal. I'm proud of myself, and I would do it again. And I think it's for a bigger cause. You know what I mean?
Totally.
Like it's
Yeah. I mean, it
yeah.
has nothing to do with like the actual video. It's people are gonna look at that and be like, "Holy shit,
Yeah.
good for her."
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's a statement, and it was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're gonna look at it that way for
Yeah.
sure. I wouldn't
So
worry about it.
I'll let you guys know if I have court or anything like that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
We'll go live and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We'll send the
Fuck
crew
yeah.
down. We'll get the crew down there.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
whole crew will be like,
Definitely.
"We're here."
Absolutely.
Yep.
Definitely. Yeah. GP Dog Drool. I'm always under my real name too.
Oops.
Yeah.
I lost
Always.
it.
Yeah.
There we go.
Other than nudes in a phone. Oh. Never that.
Oh, so speaking of that, the news on the phone. So how about Alan Jackson's response to Bukaki the other day about that was friggin' priceless. What do you think he was looking for? He's looking for nudes. Do you think he was looking for motorcycles? Handbags?
Is that what he
Oh
said?
yeah, it was fucking amazing. Shoes? I was like, oh my god. I should have got a clip of that. It was freaking-
So
He's
good.
Alan Jackson's absolutely out of control.
I
And
love
then,
it.
I found this too, by the way. Speaking of Alan Jackson, so Bukaki doesn't know what theory means because English is like his third language or
third
something like that.
language,
So
yeah.
I found this. They have them on Amazon, they're like $16.99. So we can probably get a couple. So Ukrainian, English.
Sunflower.
Yeah, it's the
Really?
it's the bilingual visual audio book dictionary from the Ukraine. So
Those
Oh.
those
Yep.
were letters?
yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah.
those letters right there.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
That is wild.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they don't have Webster's dictionary in the Ukraine, but I guess they have that
The
one.
guy's been here his whole life,
Yeah,
right? Just cut the shit.
Yeah.
I know. I know.
Break.
It's so crazy.
Whatever.
I don't understand why he's talking so slow.
Yeah, I know. It's almost like he
It's-
couldn't be
it's-
bothered.
Or drugged, or like he's on like, I don't know. It was all, I felt like I had said to somebody, I felt like it was like he was trying to beat, like, you know, like all the people online that like watch the shows and they do like the body language experts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like the tone, and so I feel like he was like trying to avoid someone being able to like decipher what the fuck he was doing, but it just made him look even crazier.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
Clonopin Kevin, Jesus Christ.
Oh, Cheryl. Cheryl sent us $10.
Oh, thank you, Cheryl.
With
Love
a
you.
thank you, Cheryl. He's the best. The best.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that like that whole the Alan Jackson is absolutely. I am blown away by that man every time I see him up there. It's just getting after when him and Bukaki have a hate relationship too. You
Yeah.
know, they don't get along at all. And Jackson's like, I'm not having any of this shit, especially this time around.
He's the man.
Yep, he's so
Thank
good.
you. Classic Clippy, I know. Sorry. Explain.
Yeah.
Trespassing is on someone's property without their permission. How can you trespass on a public sidewalk? Belongs to the public. Thank you. I know. And that's why
Absolutely.
we always got away with, like, even during the hearings. Well, Yeah, during the hearings, like we could go hang in the deeds building as long as we were quiet, respectful. Like it's a public building. They really can't do anything. You know what I mean? So like we kind of got away with it for a while. And that's what I don't understand. Like they could be making this so much easier than it really fucking has to be. They just don't want to do the work. That's the thing too. Then the court officers got to come out and do crowd control. They got to do crowd control. They sit in their fucking cars and let their cars run for hours. Who's paying for that? We are.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, it's ass
It's
backwards.
infuriating.
Well, you
Yeah.
remember when this whole thing first started and we were out in front of the courthouse and there was no buffer zone, no nothing.
We were on the
We were on the
steps, no
steps. We
Yep.
didn't have the tape, and
My favorite.
we leave
That
the
was a great day.
yeah, we leave the center. The center would be wide open,
Yep.
and everything on the side was just
Yep.
filled with people. It was great.
Yep.
You know, and that's the way it should be.
Yep.
You know, yeah, we have a right to be there, but we don't have a right to impede foot traffic and that type of thing. So when they had us up there, we were on the steps. We could clear out the sidewalk and leave a path. It wasn't an issue.
And it's funny because you look at like other cases or other states, and it's like they let people like go up to like people's houses and protest,
Yeah.
Right.
and judges'
Mhm.
homes and like
Yep. Yep.
it's this Massachusetts is just completely out of control.
Well, that's like what Wu did during COVID.
Yeah.
She
Yep.
like made up a law so protesters couldn't protest outside her house. They made
Yeah.
a special fucking rule because she didn't want, like, again, like you have to come up with a compromise. Talk to them. All they
Right.
wanted was you to have a conversation with them.
Yeah.
Like that, you know what I mean? Like that's what kills me. It's like there could be so much, I don't know. It's just so frustrating.
I
Like
know.
when's the last time we seen Mello, Morrissey? Like where are these people? Where
Right.
are they?
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Yeah. Morrissey's doing a
Crazy.
hostage video, a couple of years ago, and now he's
Yeah, he
silent.
sounded real fucking tough on that video. And that's
Yeah.
what I mean. Like I think they genuinely thought that like they could be like, hey, shut the fuck up. And like, we were all gonna be like, okay, sorry.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
DA sent a video out. Oh my god, guys, we can't talk. Like, come on, brother. Jesus Christ. He's
Mhm.
another one that's like up to my fucking shoulder. Beat it. God almighty.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. It really is. I think that at this point, some of us are in since this first broke, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
April of 23, and it's like we would like she got into it then.
Yeah.
We were like April right away. I think I was like, we were at the Rolling Rally, so
Mm-hmm.
That was
it was somewhere.
that July?
Yeah, July.
so-
Yep, July 2020. Yep, exactly.
So
Yep.
somewhere before that, I got into it, and it's just been
Yeah, nonstop ever
it's
since.
been a long road for so many people.
Yeah.
It's
Sure
crazy.
has.
But it's
Sure has.
messed up because like when we do like these live streams and you go on and people in the chat will ask like who's Karen Reed, what's this about? Your first inclination is like, dude, you not know? Like what the hell? Why do I have to
Nowadays, yeah.
explain this? But so you
Yes.
can only point them in the direction because you can't explain the whole case during a live. But that's how people know about it. I used to give it like, I'm not saying it. Like somebody else tell this person. I'm all
Yeah.
I was talking to my cousin the other day and she's like, are you around? I was like, no, actually I'm in Dedham. And she's like, you still haven't really like told me. And I'm like, you know what? I sent her the Frame 2 video. I was like, you need to watch this and then
Yep.
we can talk. I said, because it's a lot. I said, but please like really try to listen to it.
right. Yeah, it's quick, like the first one.
Yeah. I'm like, shit, Yeah, Lisa, actually, so about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I was in the Lisa Oaks. I was in the registry building, and Murph came up to me and he's like, "Hey," and he was like, "You don't recognize?" And I was like, "Oh my god!" And he gave me a big hug and a kiss on the cheek, and we literally talked for like 20 minutes. Come to find out, we have like mutual like woven shit. So it was funny talking back and forth about that. And he looked so good. I think he's retiring soon, and he's over at the airport. So.
Wow.
We're happy for him. Yes, he said he loves it.
Cool.
So I love that for him. He's great. You know what I mean? I think he only ever kind of filled in anyways, but he was literally like the difference between like night and day. And everybody had a great day when he was there. And that's what fucking kills me.
Yeah.
Wow. Yep. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the chat. Yes. Oh, okay. Lady Di. The other case, the David Finnerty case, is that what you're talking about? I'm going to post that live that we did, the show that we did with Jennifer on our Facebook page. I think you're on it. So if you want to, you can either go to our YouTube page and grab it, or just watch it on our Facebook. I'm going to repost it. But yeah, thank you for asking.
Yep. Y'all
Um,
better click that like on the way out.
yeah. Oh, Dana, did you
Assholes.
want to talk about our numbers? We always say we don't care about numbers, and we don't. But something like crazy happened. Like,
Well, it's weird. Like the past couple of weeks, the subscriptions have gone up and that type of thing. And again, we're not big on the whole, numbers of likes, the subscriptions. That's not what we're here for. We don't really
we'll
care.
take them, but
We'll
like,
take it. That's
it's
great.
not
Yeah,
our-
we're
yeah.
super
Well,
grateful or whatever. But
Like we just talked about, though, it gets the word out. That means
Yeah.
more
that's
people
exactly
are fucking
that's
listening.
exactly
point.
my point.
Yeah.
It's
Yep.
like literally, it's like in the past 2 weeks, we've had almost 600 new subscribers to the channel,
Love
which
that.
is freaking
It's
amazing.
crazy.
Excuse me.
I
but-
announced it on Jammin' twice, so
oh my god, I know.
spelled it out and everything. Yeah, oh yeah. Ashley, the head host, like I was like, you better come fucking subscribe and watch us. So
She should. Maybe she's watching.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
she is.
But
Yeah,
but
she's
literally though, it's like we didn't care about any of the subscriptions or any of that type of thing. But it's literally 600 more people in 2 weeks.
It was
Either learned more about the case, watch like we're watching the trial for whatever reason they were here. They were watching and they were being educated and they were just seeing what's going on. Watching the boots on the ground, watching the fights that go on and how and why we're here.
Yeah.
I think it's great. So
Yeah, it's definitely a platform to get the word out, and for us,
Exactly.
for
Yeah.
the people that are down there, the people that
Yeah.
are involved, the people that put their time, and
Yeah,
it's a
well,
place for us to
that's-
talk.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing, and I mean this with like the utmost respect because it's a great thing. You're not creators. You don't.
No,
wanna be.
we're not.
You don't want to be.
No way. I don't
wanna be.
create anything.
You want to be. You want to be boots on the ground. You want to stay boots on the ground. You don't want to fucking. You're not here to explode. You're not here to like. And that's the difference. It really is.
Yeah.
It's not an easy job, and that's why when somebody had said earlier, like that, I don't want to cry because I'll get emotional. But like those are some of my favorite pictures. I don't even know if I've seen half of those pictures. I think I said that the last time. I don't even know if I have them in my phone. But like that takes time and effort. I know how much time and effort it takes. The thumbnails, even last night, Dana was with us for like fucking Dennis said it like 3 times. Dennis was, get off your fucking phone. What are you doing? Come on, come hang out with. What are you doing? He's like, listen, if I don't get it done tonight, I got work in the morning. We were cracking up, and I was like, leave him, let him just finish. And then finally he finished it. We had a good night. You know what I mean? But I know how much work it takes, and I do appreciate all of your hard work, the both of you. You guys put in a lot of effort behind this, and it goes unnoticed, and a lot of people don't realize how much fucking work it actually takes to do something like this. And again, to do it, just to do it, not to do it to blow up, and not to do it for a living, and not to do it for your fucking ego and to grift off of
Exactly.
it is a huge thing. That's
Yeah.
why I think everybody should, just listen to what we have to say and realize that the places that the people and places that we are promoting are for a good cause and a good reason, and not
Yep.
just to benefit ourselves, essentially,
Right. Exactly. Yep.
Yeah. What it comes down to.
No, we appreciate it. I mean, we're here for. We know we're here for the right reasons. Not not Tracy and I, but all
All
of
of
us.
us.
We know we're here for the right reasons, and that's that's what makes the difference.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
yeah, it's good. Like you say, who was that? What the
Right.
fuck?
Oh,
This person said they subscribed like 30 minutes ago.
yeah.
so
It came up as a recommendation.
yeah.
So
that's great.
I didn't know that was a thing.
But again, it's the people that we meet, why we're here, why we're fighting, why we're continuing to, why we get together and why we do dive bar on Mondays, just to hang out. And basically we're just doing this.
Yeah, in person.
That's all
in
it
person,
is.
yeah.
We're just hanging out with the people that we like, and that's it. The people we like to hang out with, all these people in the chat that we see week to week. It's fantastic.
Yeah, we love
Definitely.
it. Love it.
So,
someone wrote in the comments that there's no court tomorrow. Did anyone hear that?
oh, I didn't hear that.
I don't know. I don't know how we can find out.
We'll ask.
Honestly, my phone's on Do Not Disturb, and I guarantee I'm gonna have like fucking 500 text
Right?
messages.
I know.
We could probably get this message.
Oh,
Oh shit!
wait.
God damn it!
Dan. You know.
I have problems. You can probably get this message. So.
Yeah.
Sorry, folks. Court's closed. John Candy and shit.
Wait, I want to play this because it's awesome. Hold on.
Welcome to Longwood Galleria. Let's get justice for John O'Keefe. We got Brian Elhurt sitting in the front. Woo! Shout out to you. Cough killer, cough killer.
Makes me so happy.
Yo, that's wild.
Isn't
like,
it wild? She's got
I
some
wish
balls.
that like so I think she owned her business, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I like totally would have done that if I owned my business when he came in. And I
Yep.
said that to like, I was in the kitchen with one of my best friends, and I was like, do I just go out there and be like, you murdering fucking piece of shit, get the fuck out of here. What do you think? You know what I mean? And I was like,
Yep.
you know what? Fuck this. So I went out there and I'm like, can I take your order? You know? Like just
Yeah.
like, you know, like if it was my, and that's my thing. Like, had I done that, the trolls would have fucking ran with it. They would have harassed my job. They would have harassed the people that I love down there. And I can't have that. I refuse.
Yep.
So I'm not going to like make a mockery of, you know what I mean? Like, not that was not a mockery is what I'm saying. Like, I wish I had control, like over my own, if I own my, oh my God, I would never let them step foot in there without fucking embarrassing the shit out of every single one of them. It's different when you own it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you don't have anyone to answer to, you
No,
know?
exactly.
But it's funny because everyone at my job agrees anyways, so they all think that, you know? It's crazy. That's
So
fucking one of my favorite
Let me
videos.
ask you this, kind of off topic, but do you know what happened with Aiden's court today? Did you get a chance to catch up any of that? I know Dina was there, but I didn't get it. I missed a lot of that.
All right, hold on one second, because I had somebody in the courtroom that was kind of keeping tabs for me. Let's see.
Really?
Yeah. Hold on. Okay, so
Oh, baby. Oh,
all right, hear me out. We got, all right, what a shit show. They thought someone was live streaming from the courtroom. Okay, so he got called. It was under advisement. I think somebody got in trouble. They thought they were live streaming from the courtroom. She just got up there and read about 5 pages of bullshit. She truly is the definition of a fake victim. If she didn't make the false claim to try to get TB's bail revoked, then blasted on Twitter, she wouldn't be getting sued. The judge interrupted her to tell her what she is saying isn't in her affidavit, but let her continue with the bullshit. I wanted to text you because you know how it is while in the room. The bailiff was grilling everyone. The hearing got interrupted. The judge left the room to watch something and came back saying someone was live streaming the hearing. These twat waffle smurfs need to find a new fucking hobby. So I think one of her people was, yeah.
Yep.
So it was a fucking mess as usual. What else is fucking new?
Oh my God.
But I don't know. I just know that people were bugging out that he was getting arrested and that never happened. Like that never was gonna. I don't. You know what I mean? I think it was denied. So I think everything's cool for now.
Yeah, that was denied. So Dina got him walking out. So I saw that, and he was just like basically, you know, almost like they took it under advisement, kind of a thing. But the motion or whatever to lock him up was denied. So now we keep pushing forward. Scotty was there. Scott, what happened?
Yeah,
half day tomorrow.
it's funny because he did. Turtle Boy did a live 3 hours ago. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm on my laptop, and it says 3 hours ago, Turtle Boy live, not in jail.
Yeah, I saw that. Not it just is not in jail.
Oh God, I can't stand them. LG is pro se. I can't. LG is pro se. In her defense of Turtle Boy's civil suit against her for deformation, now under advisement by the judge. Oh, for fuck's sake. They better put it through.
Unreal. Unfreaking real.
It's just, you know, we're living this life. This is like happening right before our eyes. It's so weird.
It is so wild, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. but we got to keep doing what we're doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, didn't she? Robin
Hi,
G,
Donna.
didn't she do
I
a
hope
good
you're having
thing?
fun in Florida. We love you guys. Tell Kurt we kind of miss him.
He's got that Speedo on.
I
down
bet
there,
that. I bet
shit.
that is Kurt. But that's not
It is
Don.
Kurt. Of course it's Kurt.
It is. It's definitely Kurt.
Hey now.
Hey now.
We do miss you guys.
He's wearing that Speedo down at the friggin'
Yeah.
little island there.
I want a Speedo Hey Now video.
Oh my God.
Don't
Get
send
on
that.
that, Kurt.
Don't send that one to me, it's Kurt. You can send that. Tracy will take care of that one next week. I won't do that shit.
Send it to Dylan.
Yeah. Dylan, actually, yeah.
She raised $3,000 for her defense and decided to represent herself. Exactly. She raised $8,000 last time, and Slick Rick came in there and did absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Walked right out the door.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking idiot. If you donate to that girl, you like I really don't know. Like, you're better off. I don't even know. I don't even know. I would just throw it down the toilet, honestly. It's not even worth it. Put it in your fucking kid's account. There you go. How about that? Every time one of you crazy people decides to donate to Krusty, Krusty, actually, no, fuck her too. Krusty or the other one there, Lindsay, donate it to your kid. How about that? Give your kid the money.
Yeah.
Right. Seriously.
I have no idea what that means. Dana just had me read a legal document, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I have wicked ADD. I can't even. I can't even remember like sentences. I'll read a sentence, and I have to go back like a million times.
Oh my God. That's
So
literally
bad.
like my life.
Oh, I hate it.
So it looks like Randazza filed some kind of a motion. I think it was Randazza.
Did he post anything about me yet? Uh-huh.
No. This is basically, it's an emergency motion for clarification to enforce the court's May 19th judgment motion.
And
So May 9th, I think he said 19th. Anyway, so yeah, he's kind of trying to push it through. Don't they have like
48 hours.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see what the hell happens. They're trying to push it. Let's see what Scott chimes in with. He's got his Scott's got his ear to the ground for everything. Scott's like, I know what's going on.
Yeah, he does.
Love
Yeah,
it.
he does.
There's so many people that like that too, like Timma. Timma freaking knows all kinds of shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, him and his boy hang out and they just talk about that shit.
Where's Timma? He's not in the chat.
Yeah.
He's probably in bed.
Good.
He's up at like 3 a.m.
I thought he
boy.
didn't sleep.
Huh?
I thought he didn't sleep. I thought him and Kurt were like on the same schedule.
They're
No,
like
now he
toast.
goes to bed like super early because he's up at like fucking 4 trying to get into court by 6.
Well, Tim is like 75. How old is he?
He's
Yeah.
literally
I
like,
love you, Timma.
he's
We
quite
love
literally
Timma
one
so
of my
much.
favorite humans. Yeah, he's like the
He's
best.
good
He
people.
really is.
Yeah.
He's such a good guy. He's been through it too. We've all been through our own shit. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I think
Yep.
we kind of, and I don't even think it was like perfect timing because I think a lot of us have gone through shit like over periods of time, not just like recently, you know? Like people think like, oh yeah, he's the mother hen. That's what Dennis calls him. It's fucking. Last night we were sitting there, right? And it was like Dana, someone, a woman, Dennis. Oh, wait, was it vice versa? It was like a woman, Dana, me, Dennis, a woman, then Tim. And like we were all talking, but like over them. And I look up and Dennis is like, I gotta get out of here. It was so fucking. And Tim is in the corner like, yeah, it happened, yep.
I want to say this about Dennis Sweeney, right? So Dennis is, for one, it's his birthday, so I'm going to say again, happy birthday, Dennis. But Dennis, you're one of like the funniest friggin' people I've ever met in my life.
God.
The shit that comes out of his mouth just blows me away. We went out the other day we went out for dinner with the Sweeneys and Dylan.
Yeah, I heard the chicken palm sucked.
Yeah, it was
everyone got the chicken palm.
It was mediocre.
Dylan goes, he looks at me, he goes, huh, it was the worst food I ever had. It was like the worst Italian I ever had or something. I was like, oh,
I got the eggplant. I
didn't know you were such a connoisseur.
Oh, you got eggplant?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you got chicken.
Oh, I got chicken eggplant.
Chicken eggplant?
Yeah, chicken and eggplant.
Oh, sorry.
It was good. But yeah, Dennis is like the funniest freaking like that night after we had dinner, we went out and got ice cream at some joint in like Sharon.
It was
And,
amazing.
it was really good, but
That's awesome. I love that.
standing in line and
my
letting the
God.
two of them, just Dylan and Dennis,
I actually have a video of them because Dylan like got like a large cone and this place like packs it in like 4 scoops.
Yummy.
And of course he drops it. You know, it just goes boom. So everyone
No,
was
he
like,
did
come
not.
on. Yeah. Oh yeah, I have a video of it. It's fantastic. I should
amazing.
just upload it right now.
Yep.
Oh,
And they're laughing. Oh my God. And there's Brenda like,
yeah, of
Yeah.
course. Brenda's like, nah,
Well,
I
like,
gotta
but,
fucking-
but it's
No.
like, but everybody in the lines, there was like 5 different lines, and the place was packed.
Yeah.
And everybody in line
6
was
foot cone.
interacting with the two of them. It was just like they were laughing.
yeah,
But
we
I
had the
can see
whole
Brenda's standing
line.
on. Yeah, Brenda's standing off to the side, shaking her head because she's the only realistic one out of all of us, thinking like, "Nah, I gotta fucking wait again to get another fucking cone." And we're all laughing because we're all children, and we're like, "This is great."
Oh my God, it was like the funniest thing.
That's
ever.
great.
Yeah, that was
Crescent
amazing.
Ridge, is that the name of it? I want to go.
Yes,
yes.
that's what it's
Yeah,
called.
that's
Yeah,
where we went,
it was
Jill.
delicious. Very much like Peaceful Meadows. Like the quality of the ice cream is just so yummy and
Yeah.
fresh.
Is Peaceful Meadows give like really big servings too? I think I've heard
Yeah.
of Peaceful Meadows before.
Yeah, they had to close their one in, I think it was East Bridgewater on
Yeah.
Whitman line, but there's still one in Plymouth. There's still some around, but they're really
I want to
good.
go.
Yeah, we'll go. We'll get some ice cream.
Yeah, definitely. When we're in Plymouth, we'll hit Peaceful Meadows.
Yeah, we just
Sounds
won't bring Dylan with us.
Yeah.
And then freaking spill shit all over the place and hold up the line.
Can't bring me anywhere. I was like, what?
Man child.
The poor girl was like, oh, Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
sure, make another one.
Awesome.
That was fantastic.
I will find that video and I will play it for you guys.
I'm
Yeah.
taking. I think I'm taking him to get a Frosty tomorrow.
Nice. Oh yeah, you're going to Wendy's?
Well, he's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I want to take you out to.
Nice.
He thought he was gonna actually. He had said like he was gonna have me and Anthony come with you guys that night, but I had work. So he's like, I thought you had work, and I was like, I only work till 4. And he's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And I was like, no, don't worry about it. He's like, all right, well, how about lunch? And I was like, yeah, that's fine. And the other day we were on the live, and somebody had mentioned Wendy's, I think, and he's like about a Frosty and like dipping your French fries in the Frosty or whatever.
Yeah.
And he was like, what's a Frosty? And I was like,
Oh man.
how do I describe this? Like,
Yeah.
because it really is its own thing. It's like its own
It is.
invention,
Yeah.
you know? So he was like, all right, well, then we'll go to lunch at Wendy's. I'm like, sounds great. Awesome.
Yeah.
I hope he doesn't think it's like this high fucking
Yeah, I
dining
know. It's like, what?
Yeah.
It is
we
way
going,
better.
We're probably
It's-
going right through the drive-through, Bubba.
Yeah. He needs to get like each kind of Frosty though, each flavor, because they're all just,
Dude,
just
strawberry
so
is
good.
fucking fire.
Strawberry is sick. Yeah.
And they
so
never
good.
fucking have it either. Can you stop?
Yeah, when I was
pulling?
pregnant, I lived off of those things.
I
there was
love
a
it.
Wendy's
I
right
love it.
down the street from my work, and I'd just be in the parking lot, just like with a large.
Yep.
Like, so good.
No, that's fantastic.
I think
love
that's why
it.
Dylan's back's hurting him was all the crazy American food. Randy, seriously.
I know. Well, I told him, I'm like, you need to stretch and stuff. Like, do you even do that? He's like, I try, and then he was finally doing it. But I had him lay on the ground. So like a girl in high school like taught me how to do this. And you like lay on the ground, you loosen up, and then you just go down someone's spine. And I said, have you ever felt it like crack like that before? He goes, no, never.
God. Oh my
But he could
God.
move when he got up. He was kind of like, oh, this is nice. So
Yeah.
I
hopefully.
need that bad. My kids used to walk on my back when they were younger, but now they're all like, I don't want them on my back. They're too big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get off my back, please.
Please they're on
Right.
my back all the time, and now to try to crack it. You bastards.
What?
Nothing.
You bastards. Oh shit, hold on. Sorry. My kid's texting me.
Oh.
Yeah, see, 150 fucking text messages. Jesus Christ.
No, sir.
Jesus.
150.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Do you see why I run around like a chicken with my head cut off, Dana?
Yeah, I hear you. Today was one of those days. It's
I
like
know.
it never stops. It's like you
Yeah.
always have to be somewhere, and it sucks. I just want like people to leave me alone and stop telling me where to go.
Right.
I want
But it's like, but when we tell people where to go, we're the bad guys.
right.
Yeah,
I know.
And how to get
So
there.
listen, Aiden's probably gonna come on like 20
Oh,
minutes
yeah,
here
he's-
on site.
Yeah.
let's you got anything you want to wrap up with, or
Yeah,
No,
final
I love you
thoughts?
guys. Thank you for having me on.
we
I
love
wanted
you
to make
so
sure
much.
we got the truth of the story out because naturally people run with things, and of course, it is what it is, but that's what happened. I can't wait for the body cam footage because that's gonna be fun.
Yeah,
And
it's gonna be
yeah,
awesome.
I'm gonna take it as far as I can and we'll see what happens. Thanks.
Free Erica.
Yeah.
We'll get
I
free
know who
Erica
that is
here.
too. I listen, he's my neighbor. I'm gonna go knock on his fucking door right now, the asshole. Monkey. Matt McLaughlin, free Erica came
Oh,
up on
that's
the
so
screen. Oh,
funny.
this is delayed. It's up on my TV, so it's delayed.
Yeah,
But you'll see it in a minute. But no, like it's just yeah, we love the alternate corner too, absolutely. I gave them a shout out on on Jammin' too. Um
Nice.
but yeah, no, I just wanted everybody to hear the story from me and just know that's what's up. And if you ever have any questions or anything like that, like please feel free to reach out to me. We're always down there. You'll always find a familiar face down there. And we need numbers and we need people to support in any way they can. We appreciate it. We love you guys. And yeah, peace out. I love y'all.
Love you, Erica.
You're the
Thank you for
best.
all you do and all the
No,
shit that you put up with. So
thank you. You
thanks for
guys
being
too.
our. Yeah. All right.
And circle back with me tomorrow. We still gotta talk about some shit.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna be. Might send it tonight. It might be late, but you'll get
That's
it.
fine.
If
Yeah,
not,
let's
it'll be
get
early
whatever.
morning.
Yeah.
I'll
No,
be a quarter
absolutely.
early tomorrow, though.
All right. Cool.
All
Are
right.
you gonna be there tomorrow? All right.
Yeah.
beautiful.
I took off.
All right. Awesome. All right.
Yeah. All right. Love you
Yay.
guys.
Thank
I'll
you.
see you in
Love
the
you
morning.
too.
Night.
Okay.
Love you.
Thanks,
Bye.
Eric.
Bye.
See ya.
Tracy, you should
that was
have
fun.
a bubbling brook in Westwood. Oh,
We're still talking about ice cream.
yeah,
Oh,
bubbling brook.
that sounds-
I'll try that.
That sounds.
I
good.
love me some good ice cream places. There's a place in I used to work in Fall River, and there was the barn, the ice cream, but the barn. It was called the barn. Awesome ice cream. I forget where it was though. Somewhere in the Fall River area, but it was really, really good. But anyway, so that was Erica. I'm so glad she came on and told her side of the story. And we have that video, and now we have this Mark Randazza involved, and fuck these people. Let's fight back.
Yep.
Come on. We're the most peaceful protesters or supporters, whatever you want to call us. And this is just bullshit. This is just bullshit. These are just bored stadies, just standing around all day with their adrenaline going, waiting to, for some excitement. And it's bullshit. We're people, and we have rights. So
I like it. Go get it. Get it. Pow.
Go.
Aaron Hack, for one, I gotta say this. We keep talking about goddamn ice cream, but
Ice cream's good.
like, stop.
I just had.
I never heard of that.
That's like our favorite.
100-gram candy bars of like them and peanut butter.
Where
cups
did you
are
get
my
it?
top two. Aaron Hack. Well,
Is it like in the store?
she drove the bus.
Aaron Hack.
Ole.
Ole.
Yeah.
Wow, we gotta find that.
Yeah, we
100
gotta figure
gram.
that out. We'll look that one up.
Yeah.
Robin G.
Oh,
Kurt.
ew. I hope it washed it. Ugh.
Kurt, here's my slightly used Speedo.
Ew. Vinny and I have ice cream. Oh, a list. That's brilliant.
That's fantastic. I like that. Yeah, good times.
Yeah.
I was messing with Vinny yesterday. He's
such
probably
a-
mad at me.
He's a good boy.
He had a Ronaldo shirt on, and I was like, "They spelled your name wrong." He's like,
So cute.
"Yeah,
All the little kids think you're crazy.
that's pretty much."
Our local store, it's called Hy-Vee. Oh, interesting.
All right then.
We are the people, Erica Walsh.
Yeah, yes.
Dana's-
Aaron Hack. Ole!
Ole.
Hey.
All right. Dana's
All right.
missing. All right, we're gonna go.
Sorry,
Thank you.
I get through all of the chat.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for being here. We had I jotted down our largest number of people watching, and it was 469, which is like that's a lot of viewers. So thank you guys.
Yeah.
You don't have to be here, but you are, and we appreciate it, and we love you. Thank you for building this with us and being a part of this craziness and this family and this movement. So thank you. All right, we'll see you out there tomorrow.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Free Karen Reed.